Yes, here comes. Here comes Psycho Sid. He's dominating the World Wrestling Federation. I have half the brains that you do. Rest in peace to the man himself, the man, the master, the ruler of the world. Psycho Sid, Sid Vicious. The man they call Sid. This is really sad, bro, because the guy was a phenomenal human being in real life, from what I understand. I believe. Yo, chat, what's up? Hit that like button. Hey, yo, chat. Hit that like button, daddy. Yeah.
I don't do anything I have to go to my destiny and make my conquer.
I'm the master, the ruler of the world. Psycho Sid, the master of the world. Psycho Sid, yo, I'm the master, the ruler of the world. The ruler of the world. I'm the master, I'm master, the ruler of the world, the ruler of the world. Psycho Sid, psycho gal, Psycho Sid, master and ruler of the world. Psycho Sid, I have the brains as you do. I have half the brains as you do. We're live, pal.
Fucker!
Alrighty. How's everybody doing? I hope you're enjoying Monday Night Raw. Randy Orton's cutting a promo. That's where I was at when I paused it. I didn't realize they were in Providence tonight, you know what I mean? I didn't realize they were in Providence. You know, if I had realized they were in Providence tonight, I might have grabbed my kids. And since I had a couple of bucks, I might have ran over there and tried to buy a ticket, but... Or maybe only one of my kids would have been able to go, but... Or maybe just I would have gone. Crashed the front row for $100. Actually, to be honest, I probably could have gotten in if I just texted some people. Shit, I should have done that, man. That sucks. I didn't know they were in Providence tonight. I should have messaged somebody and gotten tickets. That's too bad. I have a lot of different people that probably would have handed them to me. God damn it. Why didn't I think of that? I could have been sitting in the front row screaming like... Aah! I would have been nuts, too, for all you guys. You know what? I could have gotten myself thrown out. That would have been fun. Probably not if someone gave me the tickets, so that would have made me look pretty bad. I'm always... Unless I buy the tickets, then, you know. They sold out tonight, but, you know, to be honest, you better sell out the Providence Civic Center or the, what is it called? The Dunkin' Donuts Center, whatever they call it now. I don't know. But you better sell out that building, man. There ain't a lot of people in that building. What's the Dunkin' Donuts Center size? Dunkin' Donuts Center. It's like probably like 8,000 people. Oh my God, it's bigger than I thought. You know what? It's bigger than I thought. It's a 14,000 capacity building. I mean, that's bigger than I thought. But it's always, whenever I go there though, I'm always like, this is a small place. It feels small. But I guess that's pretty big. But I know they can't sell that many tickets when WWE's there because of the stage and everything. So they probably sold about, we'll say about 10,000, 11,000 tickets maybe tonight. So it's a 10, 11,000 sellout. But it's a sellout for all the tickets they had. It's a very, long arena, if that makes any sense, but very short and then not very high up. It's not really a bad seat. It's kind of like Worcester's. Worcester's got a great, you don't really have a bad seat in Worcester. You don't really have a bad seat in Providence, Rhode Island. You certainly don't have a bad seat in the Gannis Arena if you're AEW. And there's just great seats. Oh my God, Ghost. Yes, he is. JD is... That's terrible. He really does suck, though. I will say that. Anybody that sues you over that is... Or that tries to. I mean, what a sicko. Mm-hmm. Randy Orton is starting to look like Steven Seagal. Is anybody else realizing this? Randy Orton is really starting to look like Steven Seagal. Ghost. Anybody else realizing this? Wow. That's crazy. Hold on. if you oh my God, I've got this is gonna be so fucked up, bro. Randy Orton is I'm way behind. I'm on Randy Orton right now. Right, let's see. Here comes Braun Strowman. I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. I was shocked to hear the news that Sid passed away. I really was. I was not, I know he's older, but I thought, I don't even remember how old Sid is. Does anybody remember how old he is? But I thought he would, we'd hear another 10, 15 years of Sid for sure. It's hard. It's just, man, the amount of people that die and that we all lose now, it's very hard to conceive it. It's just hard to believe it. It's people that we all grew up watching in one way or the other. I love Sid. I thought Sid, he didn't have a ton of great, amazing matches, but the stuff he did was memorable to me. He had so many memories. He had like 3, 4, 5 amazing botches. Including the leg snapping thing. I mean, his stuff with Shawn Michaels was great. His stuff with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 8 I thought was really fun. He was such a good villain there. I mean, it's really just about that. It's WrestleMania 8 time was great. His stuff at WrestleMania 13 around that time. Basically, for a while, Sid was becoming Stone Cold Steve Austin. People were starting to cheer for Sid, even though he was this big, brooding, dummy bad guy. I'm the ruler of the world, and like whatever he did, man, the people were feeding him. And we always talk about it on this show. I always talk about it, that basically like the audience was dying for a real man type of villain or a man hero. Like they wanted some really, like they didn't want Hulk Hogan's red, white, and blue, and they didn't want Shawn Michaels' like sexy boy. They wanted a real man who was like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Here I come. They were cheering for that. They wanted that. They began cheering for Sid before Stone Cold Steve Austin. But once Stone Cold took over, it was like, oh yeah, this is the guy. This is what we've been looking for. And but they were already starting to buzz into Sid because he was sort of that thing that they wanted. The crowd was turning that way. This was like, these were guys that maybe they grew up on Hulk Hogan and so many other things, and now they're jaded, and they're like, yo, I'm a man. I'm not like into the sexy boy or the Cartoon America thing. None of that stuff. And then, like, dude, go listen to the crowd. They were screaming for Sid. Like, they were actually cheering for Sid for a brief time. It was about 6 months or something. But right as they were in the middle to the end of Sid's cheering, Stone Cold, like, cut the King of the Ring promo. And that was it then. He took over. So Sid could have been. What could have been? If Stone Cold never came into the picture, people might have adopted Sid. And Sid might have gotten really big. Maybe not as big as, obviously not as big as Stone Cold would get, but he would have gotten like, you know, like he would have been like a prominent like figure of, you know, some kind of status. It was coming. If not for Stone Cold Steve Austin just kind of, you know, taking over. I mean, that's the crazy thing about that. Here you go, Ghost.
He lives alone, set with his cats. He has no women. His life is like that. He never is wrong, but you are, and you're blocked. If you say something mean, he will cease and desist. Drives an automatic Mustang, and he's 5'6". JD is a cat fucking VHG. A cat fucking VHG. A cat fucking VHG. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fag. He plays the victim. He's angry as hell. He's a loner weirdo. A loudmouth incel. JD is a cat fucking fag. HG. A cat fucking fag. HG. A cat fucking fag. HG. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fag. He's a cat fucking fag. He lives alone, zapped with his cats. He has no women. His life's like that. He never is wrong, but you are, and you're blocked. If you say something mean, he will cease and desist. Drives a automatic Mustang, and he's 5'6". JD is a cat fucking VHG. A cat fucking VHG. A cat fucking VHG. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking VHG.
I think the AI is going to have to fix that, to be honest. Thank you for sending me that song, but that's messed up, bro. That's sick. I'm going to have to block you for that. That's pretty sick. And you didn't even do it right. That's terrible. That is, you're fucked up, bro. That's not true. That's terrible. Please don't send me songs like that. Listen, bro. Listen. Will you leave him alone? He's allowed to attack women, to attack fans, to attack his fans, to attack me, to attack everybody. He's allowed to attack everybody. But you're not allowed to attack him, dude. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know why you people think you can attack JD like that. He's allowed to attack you, but you just... Why would you think you could attack him back? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I don't think you guys know how this works. It's pretty fucking sick that you think you can attack him, you know, when, whatever. So I play it now. Oh my god, dude! Did Braun Strowman just bust his knee, dude? I think he. Oh my god, dude! I thought Braun Strowman just blew his knee out. I'm way behind, but it looked like Braun Strowman just blew his knee out. Bronson Reed jumped off the top rope and like it looked like his knee buckled. It was definitely planned though, I guess, but that looked rough, bro. That looked real bad. He's all right, okay. That looked real rough. Looked like Braun was trying to actually catch him maybe, and then his knee buckled. It just looked weird. It just looked strange. Oh.
He has no women. His life like that. He never is wrong, but you are and you're blocked. You say something mean, he will cease and desist. Drives an automatic Mustang, and he's 5'6". JD is a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fake. Plays the victim. He's angry as hell. He's a loner weirdo, a loudmouth incel. JD is a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fake. Victim. He's angry as hell. He's a loner weirdo, a loudmouth incel. JD is a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fake. JD is a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fake.
My God, Teddy Goods was just assaulted in the parking lot in Providence. This is only about 20 minutes away from Teddy Goods' house. Teddy Goods was assaulted in his own backyard, essentially. Absolutely despicable. I love it when we see Teddy Goods randomly. How long ago was it that Teddy Goods jumped the barricade and was kicked out of Raw? Well, now he's being assaulted in the back by Braun Strowman. Teddy Goods can't buy anything here. Wow. Oh, man, Bronson almost died there. He's Oh, look out. A Florida rent-a-car right there. I'm way behind, I guess. You can't say the other word. You got to, come up with clever ways to say words, because for some reason the AI censors words like it's woke. The AI is woke. We need Elon to come out with these song things, so he won't censor them, you know? Some of them, they censor, Trump and Taylor Swift's name. Man, Teddy Goods always getting his ass kicked in his hometowns. It's almost unbelievable. I'm going to be going to Teddy Goods' final match next month, so if anybody's in the New England area, that's going to be a sad night, man. That's going to be sad, bro. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm behind. I'm watching Bronson, or whatever his name is, Bronson Reed on top of the cement. And he, oh my God. Dude, did they just have a little tiny pyrotechnic in the car go off? That was ridiculous. They had the car explode. Oh my God, bro. I think the referee just forgot about the glass and grabbed the glass. That was awesome. That was nice. That was a nice little thing backstage. I like that. It's been a while since we've had some good stuff, like some crazier stuff.
Please, please. He's talking about his fingers. Trying to get medical personnel out here now. What's interesting about this, and we were told during the commercial break, that Bronson Reed actually got up and walked away from the scene, refusing medical attention.
Wow. They made Braun Strowman look like a bitch again. I love it. I love it. Here comes Pete Dunne. Gotta love it. Wow. Yeah, it's censor stuff, bro. Teddy Goods has been in WWE so many times, it's almost unbelievable, bro. I've called so many Teddy Goods matches, it's almost unbelievable. I love Teddy Goods, man. Teddy Goods, man. He's the man. I've called so many Teddy Goods matches.
JT Dunne is a dangerous man. He wins championships. Teddy Goods owns the championship.
I love JT Dunne. I love JT Dunne versus Teddy Goods.
Now JT Dunne going to the well a third time and misses as Goods returns the favor.
This was years ago.
Teddy Goods whips Dunne to the buckle to the opposite corner of the ring, flying forearm there to the jaw.
This is 7 years ago.
Time for Goods. He's setting him up.
I'm gonna miss Teddy Goods, bro. He was so great. I can't believe he's retiring.
Teddy Goods as he delivers 10, and what a running knee! Caught him flush. Goods going for extra.
You've seen Goods so many times. I think Goods has been a security guard in WWE like fucking 700 times. Like, I don't know. It's some kind of crazy number. I don't even know.
I'll tell you what, this has been a vicious match, folks. Now Dunne. Goods and Seguri to the back of the head. Ducks under a clothesline. Goods buries the knee to the midsection. Here we go. Big suplex by Goods. Whoa.
JT Dunne and Goods had some really good matches. Like, they've had some fun matches.
Rah!
Pete Dunne is looking sexy tonight, though. Look at him stomping on Xavier's foot. What is he doing here, though? He's making love to the guy. He's out. The referee's out.
Fans are counting. Teddy Goods should be retaining his title right now. But he's not because...
Oh, my God. Pete Dunne almost killed himself. Xavier Woods.
Oh, death by elbow. JT Dunne by way of Chris Hero to the head of Teddy Goods, and now Goods is out. Here comes another referee now. Are you kidding me? No. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. Teddy freaking Goods. He kicked out.
What a fun night that was.
Teddy Goods.
I love Teddy Goods. We love Teddy Goods.
Oh, my goodness. No. Look out. Oh, Goods. Intercepted with a knee. In the corner. Oh, look out.
Fun times. I've called so many Teddy Goods matches. It's fucking crazy. Think about it.
Oh, no. Tried the up and over, came straight down on Goods, and Dickinson.
Man, him and Dickinson had some good matches. Dirty Dickinson, Chris Dickinson, they've had some good matches too. I've enjoyed their I've always enjoyed their matches too. Oh, and he's had some really recently with Channing Thomas. Teddy Goods and Channing Thomas have had some fun matches too. Lots of good matches. Of course, Teddy Goods hurt me once when he beat me up with the bear. He showed up and He stopped me from doing what I should do and destroying a teddy bear. Son of a bitch, Teddy Goods.
You like that? You stupid idiot! Go back to the forest! You want I break! Go back to the
Yeah, Teddy Goods ruined my moment of leaving this bear dead. That's what Teddy Goods did. What, just because it's got Teddy in it? Because it's a teddy bear? And because your name is Teddy Goods, you got to stick up for the teddy bear, Teddy? And this is probably why you're retiring next month, to be honest.
Can't believe it. Cronin pummeling away now in the bear. Come on, it's over. Damn it, it's over. You cheated, and you're the champion, but it's over. Cronin just... This is despicable. Someone's... Wait a minute, look out. Wait a minute, someone's coming out to help the bear.
What are you doing?
What the hell are you doing, Ted?
Wrestling a bear?
That's Teddy Goods.
This is want to end up like him. You should get the hell out of here right now.
Teddy bear?
Get out of here.
Bro, you want to wrestle a teddy bear? How about you wrestle Teddy Goods?
Oh, my God, he wants to wrestle Cronin. Cronin just said, what's that? Oh, look out, he tried to cheat shot him. Oh, Teddy caught him with the right hand. Teddy Goods caught him. Here comes Teddy. Oh, running knee to the Cronin to the outside.
And, yeah, Teddy's a lot of fun, though. Teddy's a fun guy. You got to love Teddy Goods. He's a good guy. And he really should have been in WWE. They should have brought... I mean, how many times have they booked him as a security guard? Why don't you sign the guy to NXT already? And, I never understood why Teddy Goods didn't get signed to NXT. He looks great. He looks great. I mean, he could have been, like, Axeman. He could have been so many things, Teddy Goods. Look at him. He looks great. I mean, look at me. I'm out of shape and everything, and Teddy's a thick man. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, he's a sexy man. The guy should have been in the WWE, let's be honest. I mean, his tag team partner, and Biff Busick and everybody else, they all went to the WWE and NXT. I can't fathom why they didn't bring Goods there. Biff Busick, Oney Lorcan, they brought him there for a little while. I know he didn't last long, but, I mean, he could have done something. I don't understand why it couldn't have been done. Zuckerberg just admitted to censoring COVID for the Harris administration, and he regrets it. Wow. I've almost noticed that Zuckerberg recently has been, like, saying he made a mistake and saying it was bad what he did, and it's been really weird how the flip-flop of the Facebook owner, what's been going on with the Facebook stuff. You look like Walmart AJ Styles. That's awesome. I did look like Walmart AJ Styles. I don't even think that's I think I look like Walmart, I look like Walmart's like someone else really shitty. I don't look like AJ Styles. I would say I look like Walmart Paul Heyman, or Walmart, who's like a manager that's out of shape. Look like Walmart Bobby Heenan or something like that. I don't know. But I don't think I look like Walmart. Oh, boy. Breaking 911, the jig is up. What is this? What's up, brothers? How you doing? Get ready to get bald. Man, I'll tell you, that shelf above your head is not level. It's not. It really isn't. You know why? Because I fell one night and I put my hand down to brace my fall, and I went and it like fucking the screws that were in the wall like went down the drywall a little bit. It's not level. I got squares falling off the wall back there. I gotta fix it. Someday when I have a lot of time on my hands, I work a million jobs, but someday when I have a lot of time on my hands, I'll fix up the wall, fix up the lights a little bit, fix everything up a bit. But for now, fuck it. Straight shelves don't make a better show. What's up, guys? Rest in peace to Sid. No doubt about it. By the way, the first donation tonight, I will spin the wheel, and the wheel is going to land on a random number. And depending on that number will determine what the goal is for the night. So we don't know what the goal is tonight. It could be $3. It could be more. I don't know. But the first dono tonight will spin the wheel. And it could be anything, man. It could land on, we don't know what. It could land on, the goal could be $1,000. The goal could be $5. The goal could be $30. It could be, who knows what it could be. But we're going to spin the wheel. And whatever it lands on, we'll set the goal to that tonight. So that's a little fun little gimmick, I guess, to do. Look at Sid, man, with the belt, though, man. The guy looked fire with the belt. You got to admit that. Man, did I love the Shawn Michaels stuff he did. I love when he I remember the night he turned on Shawn Michaels. That was one of my favorite moments. When he powerbombed Michaels, he picked him up and he jackknife powerbombed him. And when he kind of like threw Shawn like into the air, and Shawn just crashed down onto the mat, and it looked awesome. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was the night, I think it was the night after WrestleMania. It might have been the night after WrestleMania 11, which is weird because I think the night after WrestleMania 11, you know, Shawn lost to Diesel and the referee hurt his leg, and, you know, Sid was like, my man lost the title because of you. A referee blew his leg out or something. And I swear to God, it was the night after WrestleMania 11 on Monday Night Raw that Sid turned on Shawn Michaels and he powerbombed him and shit. Does anybody remember? I think it was Raw after WrestleMania 11. I know I've got it on video somewhere.
Tonight, Monday Night Raw is... Perfectly honest, I feel like I've been run over by a steamroller.
Maybe that would be a diesel-powered steamroller.
Yuckity yuck, McMannequin. Look, Big Daddy Cool, you were not the only one that had trouble forgetting about our friendship during that match last night. I also had trouble focusing. But you know something? As a WWF competitor, as an athlete, I know that there is nothing, and I mean nothing, more important than the World Wrestling Federation Championship, which you hold, Big Daddy. So therefore, since we're such good friends, I graciously accept your invitation to a rematch. All right? And when I win, and rest assured, I will win. Big Daddy, I'll return the favor.
All right, but what about Sid, the comments made by Diesel?
Look, as far as Sid is concerned, I can live my life just fine without a bodyguard, thank you. I got here because of the Heartbreak Kid. Quite honestly, I don't need a bodyguard. And I certainly don't need a bodyguard to cause the referee to turn his ankle and cost me the World Wrestling Federation Championship. So, as far as the rematch is concerned, Big Sid, I'm gonna do you a favor, big man. In this rematch, I'm giving you the night off.
Let me tell you something, you stupid little puke.
Uh-oh.
As we stand here, and as days have gone by, I get the feeling you really believe these things that you're saying.
Wait a minute, we're gonna have to take a break.
I knew
Let's
it.
just cool off a moment, please.
No, you really believe these things. And I'm gonna tell you something, boy. You don't give me the night off. You don't give me nothing but respect.
And if you
We're in
don't,
trouble. We got to take a
I'll
break.
get your stinking...
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable what has happened.
It's crazy because they took a commercial break. They took a commercial break. And the power bomb that SID delivered to Shawn Michaels didn't make it to the live air. And I forgot about that. But somewhere the power bomb exists. And I don't know where it is. But we do have it. SID power bombs, HBK. I think this... It's so good, guys. And you know what? I always have trouble finding it. And you know what? Maybe I should whip out my VHS because I don't see a good version of it on YouTube. And I've got it. I've got it on VHS, the powerbomb. Oh, here it is.
As far as this...
Like, it is a great power bomb because Shawn just, like, fucking flops. He does it again. Oh, here we go. So this is off air. This is why, guys. So I have this on VHS. And what I have on VHS is them replaying it for you guys. And this is the raw broadcast. You can hear Vince McMahon say, "We're about to go back on the air. Get Diesel in there." And the crazy thing is, why did they miss Shawn being powerbombed? This is the powerbomb. This is the one I'm talking about. Watch this. This is great. Oh, right there, that one. That jackknife, bro. He got jacked. He got jacked. Shawn Michaels up in Diesel with Michaels. That's the first one. Here's the second one. SID with Shawn Michaels up. And look at this. Just Michaels just down. His spine might be broken. What kind of a sick man is Psycho Sid? Like, oh, it was great. That second power, the first one wasn't great. It was like a throwaway. But that first one where he just like a dart and he just came bounced down on the mat right there, it looked awesome. I loved that second one. That was great shit. Yeah, that WrestleMania 11 ring was rough. I remember that was the one where it sounded crazy. From WrestleMania, like, sometime after WrestleMania 10 to WrestleMania 12, it was only a couple of years. Jim Cornette got his way, and he had the chains under the ring and all that shit, and the ring really sounded like it made this fucking crazy noise that it really didn't make for almost ever because Kevin Dunn didn't like the noise. But Cornette loved it. It's great stuff, though. It's a great HBK sell, man. I'll be on the ground, falling through time. Remember the land of the lost? Living in the land of the lost. World's strange and new. See the triple moons. Now we open the door to find dinosaur. What a cheesy little show on a Saturday morning that was Land of the Lost back in the day.
Shit bomb.
Oh, shit.
R.I.P. Sid, I wish it was Ryback instead.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, El Tapo. El Tapo's the first donation of the night, and that means We're going to spin the wheel, guys, to find out what the donation goal is going to be. It could be $1. It could be $1,000. I'm going to leave it up to the wheel. The wheel will decide, guys. All right, let's spin the wheel and find out what the donation goal should be for the show. That's right. Here it is. You can see all the numbers on the wheel. 150, 9, 1, 3, 20, 30, 50, 1,000, 14, 8. There's so many different numbers. What is the donation goal going to be? The wheel will decide the donation goal. It could be $1. Who knows what it will be? The donation goal, ladies and gentlemen, is $100. There you go. The wheel has decided the donation goal. It was close to $1. The donation goal was almost $1. Would that mean that we already made? If it had landed on $1? Okay. There you go, guys. All right, let me set the goal. Let me jump over to the widgets. The wheel has decided that the donation goal is $100. Man, I'll tell you what, we have not missed a goal in 7 days or 10 days or something. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one. This is actually a steep goal after the couple of nights we've had. This is a rough goal. I personally would have made the goal $20 tonight probably, but the wheel decided 100. That's going to be tough, I think. But we'll see. Oh, man, that's a tough goal. That is going to be tough, actually. At least it wasn't 1,000 or something, but that's pretty... Yeah, that's going to be hard to hit. Damian Priest is talking.
And they think we're the bad guys. You damn right we're the bad guys.
It never felt so good to be bad.
What is this music?
That you can't live without.
What is this music?
You wanna play the victim. I'll tell you what.
Weird music.
At Bash in Berlin, you don't have to play nothing. Because we are gonna make you victims.
I mean, we didn't become the most destructive forces here within the WWE by being the good guy. And at Bash in Berlin, the Terror Twins are gonna show no mercy.
This is weird.
Let them know.
Al final, el diablo viene por todos.
Basically, we're your devils, and we're coming for you.
I mean, I'll say something. Damian Priest was good in that promo. Like, I have not really liked Damian Priest when he speaks a lot of times. But that was pretty good promo. Like, I don't normally like the way he speaks and the way he delivers things and stuff, and I feel like he's, like, lame. But, I mean, and that was kind of a weird promo thing, but I thought he was pretty good. He's got a real deep voice. When he uses it the right way, it's pretty good. I thought that was pretty good. I'll give him a thumbs up on that one. I'll give him a thumbs up on that one. Well, we're going to find out. Let's see. Bash in Berlin, baby. What time is that going to start? Let's see. Saturday at 1 p.m. That sucks. That sucks. Because I will be working, so I don't know what I'm going to do for Bash at Berlin next week. Fuck, that's going to be crazy hard to figure out, you know? God damn, that's bad timing, man. Bro, I don't know why you keep sending me people bashing the cat fucker, but I don't know. I'm all set, bro. I'm not gonna share this stuff. Come on. I think it's sad that Sid passed away, man. I'm just like he was very prominent for a while in WWE. And there's, like I said, there's memorable moments. There's some good memorable moments with Sid, bro. How about the Boston guy with the Celtics shirt that looks like indifferent to the world behind Corey Graves, who looks like he's probably a molester? I mean, kind of bizarre. Kind of bizarre. Oh, here we got a Sid package. Are you serious? We're getting a Sid package.
Of Sid HOWDY, better known to the WWE family
Aw.
as Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, and Psycho Sid.
Make no mistake about it, Sid Vicious is bad to the bone.
Aw.
Sid made his initial
He should have been in the Hall of Fame. Oh, we're not going to hear from Vince McMahon on this promo.
at WrestleMania 8 and main eventing WrestleMania 13 against The Undertaker. Sid backed up his commanding in-ring athleticism with tactical mind games, helping him to win multiple world championships.
Wow. It's really sad to see this. For me.
Larger-than-life superstar who stood out during an era of larger-than-life characters with a legacy that will live on forever.
Damn. 64, bro.
I have type 2
I'm so glad that they did a promo package for him. Yeah, I think he had cancer for a couple of years. Oh. Alrighty. Well, we are watching Raw right now, and we will be back in just a moment. Just stand by, hit that like button. And I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes, and we're gonna talk about Captain Howdy, or Uncle Howdy rather, and there's a couple other big wrestling stories. Plus, we're gonna take phone calls, all kinds of shit tonight. So stick around for a minute. I'll be back in a second. Rest in peace, Psycho Sid. And that was tough, man. That was tough to see. That's hitting me now. You know. He's a big part of, fuck, man. I was 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old. I mean, the guy was prominent in those years. No doubt about it. Psycho Sid. Whether he was in WCW or, WWE. Those early Hulk Hogan, that WrestleMania 8 was fire with Hogan when he... at least the build and the intensity of the opening of the match. That stuff was gold shit, But I'll be back live in a minute. So stick around as we break down Raw. We get ready for the battle in Berlin. And I grab a little coffee here and try to feel better. That made me feel terrible. I'm sorry. Like, that really, that video, that package really fucked me up a little bit. I gotta be honest. Oof.
Down that the arena really looked nice. Like Jack Perry's entrance was really cool at that point, but it took till then because you had, everybody trying to be a heel in the dark during the day doesn't work. You can't be evil in the daytime. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can be. I can take you to San Francisco and prove you otherwise. Really quickly though, I have one more example of this. My other example of like how the like overthinking of the work is this is really weird, but in the main event, when they sort of acted like Bryan Danielson may have been really injured, which you could add up a whole list of how they tried to make you feel like Bryan Danielson wasn't going to win. But like they tried to make it seem like he might be really hurt, so the medical staff runs in. Now the medical staff leaves quickly, almost as if to say they checked on him and he's going to be okay. So they wanted you to think that maybe this was real and that the checking was a precaution. They found out he's okay and they got out of there, instead of making you think, oh, this is obviously a work. And now
but they also
leaving.
said Daniel Bryan shooed them away. He's like, oh, he pushed the health team away.
Well, and that ruined it. That made you know it was a work. But
exactly.
But the weird thing about it is when he got hurt originally, Prince Nana and everybody was acting like it was real. And Prince Nana was waving medical people like get in there and check him, something's wrong. And they tried to sell it like, oh, like even the other guy's concerned, so this might be real. So the weird thing about that, though, is then within about 30 seconds, Prince Nana went from, oh, go in and help him, like, no, seriously, something's wrong, check his arm, to all of a sudden, get out of here, medical staff. And it was like, what?
Exactly.
What the fuck? It was so weird.
That's the things that take me out of it. I mean, Sithwa and I were just saying back
they
and forth
overthought
about,
it.
Yeah, we're very tired of the strong style, where you stand there and take chops or you lay it into each other and, oh, I'm too tough to sell it, and those type of kick out at one moments that don't make sense. I'm sick of it. Get rid of the MMA-esque era that, we're done with all of that crap. But honestly, like you were saying with Bryan, he has that kind of like built-in sympathy because he was forced to retire. So when people see him go, ow, you really are like, oh, God, no, we don't want to lose you again. And he likes to play upon that. He even said in interviews, that's why he liked to do the seizure cell. He didn't mind doing that because he thought it would work the crowd. And he's right, and it does. So he doesn't care about fans being upset. He's all right with fans. But he definitely sells the injury and makes it a statement. And then that's kind of been a staple of his matches recently. But then again, we know, reported by him and doctors, that he needs surgery on his cervical spine. Again, that he's had numbness and tingling. And so eventually he's going to need surgery. So you gave the title to somebody that, all right, he didn't retire. Thank you. Let's what good are we going to get out of it? But Bryan is so beat up and damaged that he needs to go have surgery. They've said this multiple times.
Are you
so
sure?
What are you going to do for a story? You're going.
Are you sure this isn't a work though? Are you sure that's not a work? Because I almost think that they leaked that out on purpose to set this up.
I don't know. It seems
I
like
think that's
he just
part
said
of it.
He was holding off on the surgery until he absolutely had to get it.
I honestly, I listen, and maybe it is true, and it very much could be true, and they're using it as well. But it almost makes me wonder, like, is that not true? Is that part of, because it started with that, and then it started with this, and then is he leaving, and his contract is up? They did everything. They leaked out medical problems. They leaked out he's going to be retiring. They leaked out he promised his kids retirement, whatever. They leaked out the contract stuff. They've leaked out damn near everything, all in this methodical way to get to this point tonight, to really make you think, like, this is his goodbye match or whatever.
I'm going to interrupt here because I wanted to find the exact quote. It came 3 months ago, and he was talking to, this is on Microsoft, but I forget who he was talking to here. And Bryan said, I hurt my neck really bad. I'm wrestling Will Ospreay. I go to give him a Frankensteiner off the top rope. I've never had this happen to me. He lands right on his feet. I go straight down on my head. And then later in the match, right before he pins me, he hits me with a storm driver. He said, I got shooting pains down my arms. I have a compression of the nerve root at C6, C7, C7, and T1. I've got this shooting pain that runs down my arm that won't go away, and it makes my hands go completely numb. The doctor told me that pretty soon I have to get surgery. The only way I can hold out is if I can keep the strength in my right hand. Right now it's still there. I have the shooting pain, but I've still got the strength.
Right.
The moment he loses the strength, he has to go for the spine surgery and get a decompression done of the C6 to T1 area. So basically the rest of his cervical spine into his thoracic spine. That I have my cervical spine fused. I know it's awful. I don't see him being able to wrestle post that, or it'd be something very limited. So giving him the title, knowing that he said this himself, whether it's to sell a point or not, he's still worse for wear. He needs to be, fixed surgically to not have loss of use of his arms. I mean, you're talking about serious life impacting shit now. And then you see all those moments tonight and you're like, well, what's fake? What is he selling? Is he really twitching like that? We don't know. And that's what kind of makes it a little bit disgusting in a way.
But great, but disgusting.
But great. Exactly. And something, I mean, it added that element of like the underdog element to it. Certainly. It really was like, oh, he's battered, he's beaten, but he has heart. Even though we know Swerve is a sadistic bastard and will cut promos on babies, he is maybe not enough to contend with the heart that Brian has.
And I like that
was the story they sold, and it was a good main event. It just makes me cringe knowing that it is based in reality. The fourth wall breaks are there because his spine is broken. That's the fourth wall break.
I like that they involved Hangman, which is what I thought. You could have Swerve go off into this crazy mid-card battle with Swerve, and they literally did exactly that tonight. So
I'm glad it didn't play into the finish, though. So now Swerve can go and face Hangman on his own, and it sucks that this is how Swerve loses the title, and his reign was really just kind of a miss.
A flash in the pan. It was a flat. You hear that in wrestling all the time. This literally was flash in the pan stuff.
Very similar to Damian Priest in WWE. He just lost his belt to essentially a bigger star as well in Gunther, and now it just feels like he's forgotten.
Yep.
Sadly.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you right now. I'm going to tell you the main stuff I saw tonight because I watched the entire. What do you call it? I watched the entire MJF match. I watched this entire main event. I saw half of a couple other things, and I missed the first hour and a half. And I saw the Darby Allin stuff with Jack Perry at middle way through the end. So I missed the first hour and a half of the show for sure. What in my opinion, I'm gonna tell you my opinion real quickly of like what I thought. Like I thought the MJF Ospreay match, I think might have been my favorite, or it's going to be tied with this one. This one might have been the best match of the night. And then after that, I feel like that maybe the Darby Allin Jack Perry match. Those are the three that stick out because I sort of saw them the most.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Is there something else that I'm missing, or what else am I missing here from this puzzle?
You're really not. So the opening had the multi-man ladder match for the trios titles, and it was just a blatant spot fest. They had a couple of cool moments, but nothing that was like overly incredible. And a lot of it was just like, oh, we're gonna get Nick Wayne's mom involved. So there's the Mother Wayne spot, and there's and it's guys standing there to catch you as you're ready to jump or waiting to go through tables. Like it had a lot of that. But Pac, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta, known as the Bastard Combat Club instead of the original naming, they got to make something special out of that. But they won, so they're now the trio champions. They really sold the finish too, and it was kind of like obvious they'd win by although what a moment that Shivani kept yelling as Pac was reaching for the belt, so you kind of knew that was the end. Then you had Toni Storm and Mariah May, and this was quite the long match feeling wise. The pacing felt slow. They ended up fighting over the shoe, and it played out exactly as I had predicted, that Toni would not be able to pull the trigger on the execution. She wasn't going to be able to be as vicious as she needed to be because she still has, some compassion for Mariah May. And then Mariah would seize up on that opportunity and get the pinfall and win the title. And that's exactly as it played out. She couldn't hit Mariah May with the shoe. She threw it away. Mariah May, gets the best of her, wins the title. Then we had Jericho with Fozzy playing him to the ring versus Hook. This was everybody's bathroom break. really just not a great match. And then it all built to Taz finally getting involved and getting the Taz mission on. I don't even know who the hell he got it on. I think he did it.
Oh man, he should have put it on Jericho.
I thought he did it on Keith, the bounty hunter there.
Yeah,
but I think that's who he did it to. But still, you had Big Bill go through a table that was covered with barbed wire at one point, but he was standing on the apron and he kept like looking behind him, waiting to be like, am I lined up? Okay, you can hit me now. Like one of those, like just. It didn't look good. Jericho's not great in these hardcore matches, and I know the weapons are there to kind of keep him from having to be overly athletic. But for what they did, I guess for a garbage match, at least you got to see Taz and his son, kind of bond at the win with the title.
Yeah, that was like the story.
That was cool,
really.
But yeah, then we had the Young Bucks triple threat with FTR and the Acclaimed, and I'm sorry, this was a bore. All of this is like we've been there, done that, and every time anybody did anything that was supposed to be a wow moment, it was like we've seen better than that on Dynamite, like the Shatter Machine or things as such. Nothing really stood out here. Billy Gunn, basically, they missed him being taken, like being hit by the belt and taken out of the ring. But
I want to stop you really quickly. I want to stop you right now, real quickly, before you continue. Real quickly, Sith Negan just said this to me, and this was going to be a big point that I brought up to you. The fucking camera cuts are awful in AEW. They are behind, ahead, wrong. I just want to say this, and I'm not trying to insult anybody creatively back there if they ever watch this or whatever, and I'm so sorry. It takes more than one to tango. It takes two to tango, they say. But I just got to tell you, man, whether I'm assuming it's the director, but it could be the technical director's fingers don't work right or something. But whatever it is, they are missing shots all over the place, and to me, it comes down to the director not knowing which cameras to switch to. It's either the director is calling out the wrong cameras at the wrong time, or
I'm sorry, Mr. Cronin. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, and my name is Mr. Asshole. I'm trying to move, and when he tells me the numbers, I get a little confused. I'm like, 2. So I have really bad anxiety. So when you yell at me and tell me the numbers, I then don't know what to hit. But
yes.
I'm trying.
I said camera 7.
Yes, to the dog show.
But AEW and one of the guys is like, listen, I know we needed to say that we're inclusive and we hired a retarded person, but like this isn't working. Okay, we missed the entire shot. So the technical director or the whole production team, somebody's not a professional. Sorry to tell you, somebody is not good. Say what you want.
That was the point I was making, because the referee as well as the cameraman both have to make it look like, oh, I didn't see Billy Gunn taking the belts out of the ring. Oh, no. And it's like, but then you have to eliminate. It just doesn't make sense, for the ref and the camera to miss it.
Yeah.
It's a bit too much.
Jake, if we started a new channel where we literally watch the entire pay-per-view over again and we tried to grade it based on production of the camera shots and stuff like that, what you saw tonight, and I'm not even joking about this, if you took all the AEW pay-per-views of all time and you took all the WWE pay-per-views of all time, and we had the time for some reason to sit there and give everything a score, I am willing to put my life on the line, my children on the line, that this would be the top 10 worst produced, especially video-wise, wrestling event that we've ever seen in our lives in the top 10. It might be 1. It might be 2, 3, 4, 5. But I would be willing to bet in the top 10 of all time, this was really bad. Now, WCW had some bad moments too. But one thing you can say about, you can make fun of Kevin Dunn all you want, all this stuff, WWF Kevin Dunn, that fucker would not have missed this much shit. Why did that guy get so buried for so long, yet there's a faceless and a nameless person in AEW that's not getting blamed for this fucking trash that I saw tonight? And I'm talking about production. The show overall was a 6 out of 10 to me, but the production tonight was a 2 out of 10. If you were to win an Oscar for an event, you would have won a fucking shit bag for this one tonight. This was terrible.
And Sith was spot on in the chat as well, saying about a gauntlet match, it's supposed to be booked like a Royal Rumble. You start with 2 people. Once an elimination occurs, the next person gets in till you get a winner. Instead, they're like, oh, for the Casino Battle Royal, you could just win at any point in time. Even if the rest of the entrants haven't come out yet, you can pin somebody right away.
Right.
What sense does that make? So again, that's something else that takes you out of it. It's just it's like the reverse battle royal that TNA was always mocked for. Same idea, because doing it in reverse makes no sense.
And
the intervals in time in which people came out. So the surprise there was Ricochet, but then they wasted him by having him lose to Luchasaurus holding down Christian. Like it fell so flat. You wasted Ricochet's debut after wasting Jamie Hayter's return on the main show. You didn't have her, come back then. You let her do it on the pre-show. So you're like 2 for 2 with debuts and returns. I mean, I don't know. It's just a lot.
How about him keeping his name? Can you believe that he took his WWE name? That was surprising.
Well, WWE just recently started doing that. Funny enough, that they're allowing people to keep their names and their basically their creative properties. If it's something that they had previous to coming with WWE, or if it's their actual
idea,
internal IP.
I'm assuming that it was his idea then, because he came up with that in WWE. He came up with this name right in WWE, and now
I thought he was Ricochet before he even went to WWE, because I know he did the whole Prince Puma thing as well, but I thought he had the Ricochet angle that he did with Ospreay when they had that.
Oh, maybe he did. I thought
crazy athletic match, and then he came in as Ricochet and just stayed as Ricochet.
Okay, see, I thought he was Prince Puma always. I never knew he was Ricochet outside.
You might be right. I'm still Perk Angle in it from the knee surgery, but I'm pretty sure that he had the name Ricochet in the indies before, or at least I remember when Vader was ripping pissed, remember, and calling him all sorts of inflammatory anti-gay names because he said that they were just flopping around and all the ridiculousness that is today. That wasn't wrestling. It's when him and Ospreay had that real athletic start to their match where they kind of just bounced around for 2 minutes, reversing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So. No, I guess people are saying he trademarked it. When
he was. I think he trademarked the name when he was in WWE, but he had it before. But he had it in New Japan. Yeah. Okay, so he did have it before.
And I feel like WWE is fair now with that. So WWE, if they created it, they want a piece of it. And if they made it, they want a piece of it. But it seems like you said, Jake, like if he came up with the idea and had it already. Uncle Howdy with the whip to the buckle, sternum first. Gable bounced off that turnbuckle. And Howdy, how you doing? I couldn't help it. We're in the Dunkin' Donuts Center, the Providence Bruins, where Joe Cronin lays his eggs in the 7th row. Where the hell is Howdy from? We may never know. Uncle Howdy with a suit. No, look out! Corkscrew, suplex, and something out. Get hard. It's Captain Uncle fucking Howdy. At least, oh, look out. Sister Abigail. Ankle lock. Tell you what, Bo Dallas looks really big compared to Chad Gable. Like, Bo Dallas looks really, big compared to Chad. Pretty good. Oh, the referee got speared! Oh, wow. Oh, my God, bro. The referee just got waffled. Yeah, they killed the locker room, and then it made a lot of it just made no sense. Is that the mandible claw we got going on?
Punishing Gable.
Uncle Howdy's claw.
Arriving on the scene, the rest of America.
Uncle Howdy's claw. And now Howdy thrown right through the barricade.
The official's been knocked down. No idea what's going on.
Yeah, we all know this is just going to end with some spooky thing at the end again. You know what I mean? The lights will go out or whatever. That's what's going to happen. Yep, here we go. Here it comes.
Six are here. Gacy, Rowan. Look out, Cole.
Whoa.
Rowan sends Creed into the timekeeper's area.
Look at him. Look at Samantha, man. I want to see her in a porn. Sorry.
Look at the size of Rowan.
I mean, that's what she is going for everywhere, it seems like. Like, what am I supposed to say? At least I didn't say what Sammy Guevara said, you know? Rowan's like beating up Gable with what's her face on his back. That's pretty funny. How long until that mask falls off? Chad Gable climbing to the top rope. Oh, Uncle Howdy moved. Gable caught Sister Abigail kiss. Good night. Chad Gable. 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable's head was spiked into the canvas.
Uncle Howdy's return to the ring here tonight. Bo Dallas celebrating the victory. And tonight for the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy, chaos was allowed.
Bam! Look at that. He might have broken Gable's neck. Oh boy. How you guys doing? How's the chat feeling? I need a coffee. Okay. That was Monday Night Raw. It's over. Did you like it? I thought it was blah myself. I mean, I don't know. Okay. I thought it was blah. Thought it was blah. You know? Let me turn it on. That SID package messed me up, bro. Whew. That SID package, bro. Whew. That was rough.
Well, that's news to me, okay?
Oh, look at turn around, slapped it to pay off the Disky's head. Psycho sit on his way to the ring, and wait a minute.
How do you address those skeptics?
Well, the skeptics and all the people have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Oh, it's live, pal.
Sorry.
Did I understand you say you were actually speaking in English? Well, that's news to me, okay, Jason? Just like for you, Mr. Duggan. The news that you'll get in Thunder Bay will not be the news that you were looking for. You'll be looking at someone who has no sympathy for you, does not care what hometown you're from,
Where you're from.
doesn't care what your birthday ends on, doesn't matter what country you're from. As far as I'm concerned, he's from Canada.
But see, Flair, there's a secret, and there's something we all know. You knew prayer's the only chance in hell you would have if I was to be struck down by lightning!
Oh. I'm beat up, I'm tired, and I'm sore, and I don't need your crap. Okay. Yeah. As far as this...
You're trying to hide behind a rock. He goes to stunning Steve Austin, and he flim-flams him.
He romances him.
Sure! Psycho Sid's a little wacky. That's the way we like him. You have to hit or be hidden.
Working on the midsection. Oh.
You have to kick or be kicking.
No, third down.
Go, man! Go, man!
Listen to him, it's deafening.
Go, man! Oh, man! Oh, man! Oh, man!
Damn it! Get the fuck out of life, man!
Why me?
Oh, man! Oh, man! Damn it! Get the fuck out of life, man!
Why me?
What?
Why me?
Why me?
But you know and I know that you're only half the man that I am. And I have half the brain that you do. You are facing a fuel-injected suicide machine. That is called Sid Justice.
That showed him, huh?
You haven't even got a clue. Because I am not intimidated by nothing. I smell something fishy. And it goes back as far as prehistoric times. It goes on as today as we talk.
Let's talk about tonight. Tonight, the total package, Lex Luger. By the way, what is it with the action figure?
I'm the host of your going away party. The party that you'll never wake up from. You will see everybody's consensus out on Psycho Sid is they don't have it all up here. See, that's where you're wrong. See, I have it all right here.
What's up, everybody? Hit that like button and stick the thumb directly up Cronin's ass. Oh. What's up, crackers? How you doing, brother? Let's start this thing off by clicking that like button. Rest in peace to the man, Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. Amazing. That promo package for him made me cry. I'm not kidding, bro.
Except with his cats. He has no women. His life's like that. He never is wrong, but you are and you're blocked. You say something mean, he will cease and desist. Drives an automatic Mustang, and he's 5'6". JD is a cat fucking fake. A cat fucking fake. A cat fucking fake. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fake. He plays the victim. He's angry as hell. He's a loner weirdo. A loud muffin cell. JD is a cat fucking fake. A cat fucking fake. A cat fucking fake. It's really so sad. He's a cat fucking fake. fucking fake, a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake. It's really so sad, he's a cat fucking fake. JD is a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake, a cat fucking fake. It's really so sad, he's a cat fucking fake.
Well, there you go, baby. It's Monday Night Raw. Monday night's over. I didn't really like it that much, but I thought the main event was nice. That was a fun thing. Randy Orton cut an interesting little promo there. Rhea Ripley and Dom and Priest, and I don't know, man. I'd probably give Raw a 5 out of 10 tonight. Like, I don't know. I didn't love it tonight, but I was mostly watching for the SID tributes, and they had them. They had the SID tributes. Got to be honest, they did them. I'm always worried with, and I cried, brother. Oh my God. I first saw SID when I was about 7 years old, and I hated him. I wanted Hulk Hogan to beat him, and SID, and then all the way into WrestleMania 11 with Shawn Michaels, and into WrestleMania 13 and everything he did around those times. It's just like, you don't realize like how much your childhood, this guy was around in the wrestling world, and it meant something. And it means more now. So, yeah, that was hard, man. I didn't realize it was going to hit me so hard, but it did. It really did, man. It's fucking sad. Those are good memories with him. So if you're just joining us, earlier tonight, the first donation that came in, we spun the wheel. That's right, we spun the wheel decide wheel. And the wheel decided what the donation goal is tonight. So it could have been $1, it could have been $1,000. The wheel had all kinds of numbers all over it. 5, 22, 380, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1480, whatever. And it landed on 100. So the goal is 100. There it is right there. We're live. It's Monday Night Raw review-ish, although I don't have much to say about it. I got to be honest. I'm going to take calls on Monday Night Raw, so you can either donate, super chat, or you can call or whatever, and we'll talk about it that way. But I just don't have a lot to say about this Raw. I watched it, and I just thought, all right. I don't know. Like, I just don't have much of an opinion. There's some nights where I don't. There's some nights where I really have I could do a 3-hour show on everything I saw. Tonight, I'm indifferent. Drew and Punk was great. That's probably the best thing. It's probably number one, Drew and Punk, their situation, for the most part. Once again, I was into what they were doing so much because I'm so into that feud. But it was like, all right. Then I think Howdy and Gable's main event match, that was the second best thing of the night. And then after that, it really was, to me, just a bunch of junk all mixed in. I think I marked out for Teddy Goods because Teddy Goods got attacked once again. Great local wrestler. Always plays a security guard in WWE. It's almost ridiculous. He's retiring next month, if you can believe it. Teddy Goods is retiring. If you're in the New England area, you got to get out to his retirement match. It's going to be a big night. So I think he might be wrestling Godfather. I'm not sure. I know they're good friends, so maybe the Godfather will be there. Maybe the Undertaker. Maybe Godfather can bring the Undertaker out. They're friends too. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. So it was nice to see Teddy Goods. I didn't know they were in Providence, Rhode Island tonight. I mean, I might have thought about driving down there to do something funny or something. I had no idea. But I caught a good amount of it. It was all right. I just, it was blah tonight, And then it was sad with Sid, so. Oh, man, the guy should have been in the Hall of Fame by now already,
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
How do you join your Discord?
Well, Joe Pesci, first of all, you go over to the Discord and you just, join it. But if you want the good access on the Discord, just remember to become a patron. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. If you're a $5 patron, you get access to just about everything. If you are a $10 patron, you do get the Discord VIP and some of the other VIP stuff too. So, but yeah, Discord link is here. So if you want, there's the Discord link in the chat. But there's so many other things you can do. So Drew and Punk, they did well. Uncle Howdy did good. It's pretty good. But just not a big, I'll never watch this night again. And it was whatever. And yeah, you should sell out the Providence Civic Center or whatever it's called. I forget. Dunkin' Donuts Center. I don't even know. The Dunkin' Center. I don't even know what they're calling it. But you should do a good job there because it's a small venue. It's a small place. Joseph Pesci, you're the man, bro. Thank you for the $3. I really appreciate that. $3 coming in from Joseph Pesci, who gets us on the board here with the donation goal. The donation goal is 17% of the way made. Tonight, the wheel decided the donation goal, and it decided 100. So I would have made it like 10 or 20 after the weeks we've been having and made it small, but the wheel did decide 100. So thank God it wasn't more than that, but we might be able to get to it. We haven't missed a goal. We have not missed a goal in 2 weeks on this show, I don't think. 2 weeks. We're on a 2-week roll of never breaking the goal or missing the goal. But we might miss it tonight because the wheel decided tonight. We put a little something extra on the line tonight. We let the wheel decide it. I would have gave it $10 and then we would have hit the goal for sure. But the wheel made it 100. So we spun that earlier today if you weren't in the chat when we did it. So will we hit the goal? I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know how Uncle Howdy can see through that mask. I mean, that hair looked fucking crazy. Like, I'm surprised that he was able to deal with that. I am shocked that that's the final, you know what I mean, that's the final draft of that. Like, I mean, I guess if Bo Dallas is like, I'm good, I can see, it's great. I mean, if he likes it and he can do it, good for him, I guess. I don't know. But I thought it was, fuck, bro, I thought that was rough looking. That looked like a rough time to see through. It did not look like a good time to see through that mask. Like, that looked rough. Oh, shit. Joe Pesci again.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Let's get the poll up.
How do I join your Discord? I don't see a link anywhere.
Well, I just sent it in the chat. Yeah, look like. Did you send the donation by accident? That's crazy. I can't refund it because it's. Oh no, I can actually if I really wanted to. My bad. Yeah, I could refund that if you want, but I think you did it by accident. Let me see. Yeah, I did.
Shit,
I put the Discord in the chat.
I was at SummerSlam 91 when Sid reffed main event.
Oh, wow. Mario Rodriguez. That's pretty awesome, Mario. That would have been fire to be at SummerSlam 91. How old was I? I was 7 years old. God damn, my dad was alive. I was 7 years old and my father was alive for SummerSlam 91. That's crazy. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be able to do it? Somebody check on Allison because this year, finally, Aaron Rodgers might be able to get the job done for the Jets if he remembers how to play football after 3 years off or whatever it's been. Guys had like a year, almost 2 years off, feels like. Yeah, but did people enjoy Raw tonight after everything? I don't know. You guys got to tell me. I got the poll up. You guys just got to vote on the poll and let me know. I thought Punk and Drew was great. I thought the Bo Dallas match at the end was good with Gable. And I thought some of the Rhea Ripley Judgment Day stuff was all right. And the Sid tributes were great. I would probably give Monday Night Raw a 5.5 out of 10. Maybe I would give it maybe a 6. Maybe I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I guess I'll give him a mulligan, but I don't think it was that good for the most part. They did a good job hyping up the show. I watched the whole thing. It did kind of go by fast. I just felt like emptiness from it. It didn't feel like a super exciting go-home show to me. Like, this was a go-home show. It didn't really... I honestly, I think that... I know that the Howdy thing was the big deal, but honestly, I think the night should have ended with Drew and Punk. I think they should have went out... And Bronson Reed splashing Braun Strowman on the car, and there was a little explosion in the car. That was kind of cool. Teddy Goods got the shit kicked out of him as a security guard for the 9,000th time, by the way. That stuff was good. But, I don't know. Like, I just thought, like, I think Punk and Drew should have closed the night out. If it ended with Punk and Drew beating the shit out of each other, like, that would have really hyped me up. Not that we needed it, but I think that would have been a better decision. But, that's maybe that's nitpicking, and you're like, Joe, how could you not end the show with Uncle Howdy and all that stuff? What are you, crazy? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. And maybe I wouldn't have done that either, but I don't know. I just felt like it was, there was something to everything. But yeah, the Bronson Reed, you can't overlook that splash out back. That was pretty cool. That was a bump, bro. Dude, either our stomachs are caving in or we're going through the ceiling of this car and it buffers it. Like, one of those two things are happening, That was rough. But, so I'm happy with a 6 out of 10, I guess. And maybe, and maybe I was tired. Maybe I wasn't having a great night. I think some of my vibe was was hurting the review numbers I'm giving this show tonight. And so maybe I'm crazy. And honestly, if you take SmackDown, whatever happens on SmackDown, and you mix a little of it with tonight, and you'd made the perfect go-home show, you probably would have had the perfect go-home show instead of, like, some of the wishy-washiness, that we have going on here for the most part. So it's a little bit uneven. That's what I'm trying to say. I still give it a 6 out of 10, says Luis Urdaneta. So, yeah, so I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 too. So, yeah, 6 out of 10. I think they did a good job, but, it wasn't the best, but it was all right. It was all right. What else we got? We're gonna check on the rating in a minute. We got the poll up. Take your time right now to vote on the poll. Let me know what you think on the poll. Love to hear from you guys. Fucking ridiculous. Punk was out of breath. Oh, damn, he needs to do some weightlifting, not just... Well, doesn't he need to do... If he's out of breath, doesn't he need to do some... not weightlifting, but doesn't he need to do cardio? Isn't that what he needs to do? He looks like he's doing weightlifting and getting his shoulders... Maybe that's what you're saying and I'm reading it wrong. But yeah, he's making his arms look bigger for sure. But yeah, I think he might... Maybe he does need to do some cardio. But, like, how do you know if he's out of breath? I don't know. Does he look out of breath? I haven't noticed that. Not that it's not happening. I'm not saying it's not happening. I just haven't. I haven't looked at Punk and been like, damn, he's out of breath. But sometimes I look away from the TV and whatever, and I miss little things sometimes just because I'm not fully into it. And I think that's the problem. So I used to not miss any detail, but I'm missing details nowadays. And I think part of that's because I'm just like, oh, whatever. So, you'd have to let me know. But yeah, rest in peace, Sid. That was a very sad watching that package, bro, I got real messed up. It was sad to me. I didn't know it was going to hit me like that. It's weird. You know, we've lost a lot of wrestlers, and, like, some of them are just older, so, you know, I watch them and I know who they are. But, like, when I see somebody who I really watched a lot, like Sid, like, that, it bothered me. It hit me because, I don't know, man, I just wasn't ready for that. It was very hard. I'm so glad they did it. I'm glad they gave him a tribute like that, but it was hard to watch a little bit. So, yeah. Well, give me a second here real quick.
Look at turn around, slapped it to pay off the Disky's head. Psycho Sid on his way to the ring, and wait a minute.
How do you address those skeptics?
Well, the skeptics and all the people have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Oh, live, pal.
Sorry.
Did I understand you say you were actually speaking in English? Well, that's news to me, okay, Jason? Just like for you, Mr. Duggan, the news that you'll get in Thunder Bay will not be the news that you were looking for. You'll be looking at someone who has no sympathy for you, does not care what hometown you're from, doesn't care what your birthday ends on, doesn't matter what country you're from. As far as I'm concerned, he's from Canada.
But see, Flair, there's a secret, and there's something we all know. You knew that even in your prayers, the only chance in hell you would have if I was to be struck down by lightning!
Oh.
I'm beat up, I'm tired, I'm sore, and I don't need your crap.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as this...
You're trying to hide behind a rock. He goes to stunning Steve Austin, and he flim-flams him.
He romances him.
He romances him. Sure. Psycho Sid's a little wacky. That's the way we like him. You have to hit or be hidden.
Working on the midsection. Oh.
You have to kick or be kicking.
No, third down.
Goldberg!
That Goldberg yell is great. Goldberg!
Get the fuck out of my bitch!
Why me?
What?
Why me? Why me?
Later here, however, considers himself lucky 6'9", 330. He is not.
The former WWE champion.
Has powerbombed Shawn Michaels, has powerbombed Bret the Hitman Hart, defeated both individuals, and indeed established your dominance. It seems to me, when it comes
within 30 days, I have defeated the two greatest technical wrestlers there ever were. But the game they played was technicality.
You left WWF in '97 and then you went to WCW. You were the Millennium Man. You and Randy Savage. I mean, what a pairing that was. And then obviously you would have these promos, like there's the famous one on YouTube about you have half the brain that I am and I have half the brain that you do with Hall and Nash that's on there.
Go ahead.
He's like, wow, thanks so much, Mr. Loser in a Beanie, for starting the interview with, hey, remember that time you sounded like a retard on the mic? Like, what a fucking piece of shit from inside the ropes.
I mean, please defend that one. Go ahead.
This is the thing, guys, that you gotta realize is I consider I did a decent interview in my life. So Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara comes in, and Bill Bush is the new guy in charge. He says, Sid, we need to get you to do what these guys ask you to do, because if you do it, everyone will follow what you're doing. Yeah, right? And so they came to me with that interview. Now, you don't realize this is my home state. They're chanting Suey Pig for Arkansas. And then when they gave me that interview, I asked them, are you really kidding me? And it wasn't really that simple, was it? You have the half their brain. It was like, you are the half a brain I am, you are the half a brain, or something. I went, I can't even say that, you know? And so that was the writing for Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara. I will never take the credit for that interview.
Nor should you ever. Okay, we've got some...
Sid just blames him instead. I love it. No, they wrote that. That's great. Oh, my God. Sid is just like, yo, they wrote that. That is fucking hilarious. Thank you for sending this to me, Bill. I think Bill sent me this. Thank you, Bill, because that's a funny-ass fucking thing. I did not know that he said that he blames Ed Ferrara. Like, that's great. Oh, that's almost perfect. Hello, 781.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, man? Who's this?
Remember it's Mark from Haverhill from a couple weeks ago?
Who?
Your fellow Massachusetts, right?
Oh, yeah, bro. What's up? I mean, I knew it with the 781, but I got to put you in the system. Fucking Skype keeps deleting these things. Anyway, dude, what's been up?
Nothing much. I'm really sad to hear about Psycho Sid. I think one of the craziest matches was WrestleMania 8 against Hogan.
That was the
I
one
was
that...
really disappointed at that, like the ending and the disqualification, you know?
It was weird. I mean, I was 8 years old, so it was like... I was hyped, actually, because I was 8. I don't know how old you were when that happened, but... How old... Did you watch that?
Yeah, I think I was like probably 12 or 13, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe like you were more mad about it. I was like into it, but that's again because I was like a kid. I was like a little kid. So I was like, you know, like, oh my God, they're beating up Hogan now. What the, and you know, and the Warrior came back and I loved the Warrior too. So it was like, you know, for an 8-year-old, I was like, oh my God, the Warrior's back and Hulk Hogan, they're awesome. Like, so
I don't think I've ever marked out more than when fucking the Warrior came back. Then that was fucking. I mean, he had to like fucking run that whole like.
Yeah, that's why they timed it wrong. Because how could you time? They obviously couldn't time that right. You know.
Yeah, and then Papa Shango, and I mean, like, I just see it like a lost opportunity. Like Papa Shango and Sid Justice's characters, like they could have been so badass and. I don't know like why they didn't go further in that run. Obviously Sid left like a little bit after that, but I mean the potential was like I was just sick of fucking seeing Hogan win all the time. Like it, you know, like you get older as a wrestling fan and you're just like, when are we gonna see someone else win the title, you know? And
yeah.
I just thought Psycho Sid was the person to take over and like, you know, just something different, you know?
I was just saying this to everybody. First of all, I was a little bit too young still, like, right? Because I was still into Hogan. So when Hogan won at WrestleMania 9, I was pumped up because I was a 9-year-old and I was like, wow, Hogan just won the belt out of nowhere. This is awesome. But like other people were pissed, but I was young, so I would have watched Hogan win another 2 or 3 years. But like you, I would have been sick of it. But what I did notice and what we noticed is people started cheering for Sid around WrestleMania 11, 12. People started really cheering for Sid because Sid was like a badass man. And a lot of these wrestling fans had grown up to become older men now. And they identified more with Sid being like, I'll punch your damn brains. And they didn't want to see Hogan in the red, white, and blue. They didn't want to see Shawn Michaels, the sexy boy. You know, they wanted a badass man, an alpha. And they started chanting more and more and more and more for Sid. And people were chanting for Sid. It was crazy. But then right as Sid was getting to the top of his moment, Stone Cold started coming on the scene. And then when Stone Cold cut that King of the Ring promo, that was it. He took that spot. Like, he took the spot of the alpha badass guy. And honestly, if there was no Stone Cold, Sid might have fucking remained in the WWE as a pretty top guy.
Yeah, is Sid in the Hall of Fame technically? I didn't look it up, but
he's not.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is, I don't think he is. If somebody knows if he is and I'm wrong, then tell me. But I think Sid's not in the Hall of Fame. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of lost opportunities in his career, but he was a badass character. For a tall guy, he could actually speak. You know, he looked awesome like when he faced Heath Slater. You know what I mean? His last match in WWE, that was fucking crazy. And a lot of the people were saying, you know, he still got it. They were chanting him. He looked really good. And, like, you know, it's terrible that, like, he was taken, you know. It's too bad.
Well, what's really crazy about Sid is, like, Leah. Like, Leah knows, my wife knows about, like, a couple of his botches. Like, she knows about we're live, pal. She knows about that. And she knows the famous clip where he jumps off the top rope and breaks his leg into pieces.
Yeah.
So I told her who died. She's like, who? I don't even know. I don't get it. And then I said, remember the guy that we're live, pal? And she goes, oh, my God, yeah, that's that guy? And I'm like, yeah, and remember when he jumped off the top rope and broke his leg in half? And she's like, oh, that guy? So, like, I'm like, yeah, he's got, you know, it's too bad that he's so known for, like, some of these botches that are crazy because, you know, he did so many other things that were really crazy. But, yeah, like, the Hulk Hogan feud, you as a kid, and you were older, but I was an 8-year-old, and they made it seem like Sid was going to kill Hogan, and, like, Hulkamania was really going to be over, and the somberness, and I bought it as an 8-year-old. And I think if you're about 11 years old and younger, you might have bought that stuff, and that stuff was great for you. But like you said, anybody who was, like, you know, over 12 years old, or, you know, and certainly the 18 and 30 and 20, you know, you're rolling your eyes like, oh my God. But, you know.
Well, that was one of the biggest disappointments ever in WrestleMania, disqualification to end the matchup. I mean, it was awesome, the Warrior coming out, but to not have some sort of a resolution, you know, to the match, it, like, to me, I just thought it was a disappointment, but, you know, back then. But
that Mania was nuts, though, because they had, like,
Bruce Pritchard says he wasn't a good worker, and, like, I don't think they gave him the opportunity coming from WCW that first run, and they didn't give him the title, or they didn't, you know, they put him with Warrior, and Warrior wasn't Warrior's Warrior, you know what I mean? He wasn't a great worker, so I don't really know how Sid could have really, you know, his first run at least could have, you know, done anything with Vince, you know, creatively doing what he did with them. And I think Sid just said, fuck it. I'm out of here, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, he got paid, I think. When he went back to WCW, I think he got a really good paycheck, hopefully, because I don't think he was getting a ton of money ever. You know, I think over the course of his life, I'm not sure. I think he went. Didn't he go back to working on a farm or working in a business later on in life? So, I mean, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, and then something about, like, softball. I don't get that whole thing. Like, something about him liking softball.
That's
like,
awesome.
I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything. I mean, it's not like he was going to play professional or whatever. I don't know.
Hey, listen, man,
I played.
I love softball. I don't know why. I mean, listen, I love wiffle ball and I love baseball, but it's hard to get a baseball game as an adult. It's even hard to get a wiffle ball game with enough people. But you know, there's so many, you know, softball groups and clubs around somewhere. And I'll tell you, man, when you play softball, it's fun. I used to look for softball games and teams. I wish I could find a game now, like where I could play once a week. It's really fun to just get out there and just play a little. I don't know why it's so fun to play softball for some reason, but
yeah. But, like, I think in WCW, real quick, I would say that, like, he kind of, like, wavered, like, however many years he was in and out of WCW, but yeah, I mean, they could have done something way more, like Bischoff, you know, obviously the NWO and then the Wolfpack and everything. I don't know, like, he just got lost in the shuffle, I feel like. I don't know how you feel about that.
Everybody did. I mean,
yeah.
There's countless people that got, you know, lost in the WCW shuffle. I mean, dude, they mishandled Bret Hart. So it's like you had a layup with Bret Hart, and some of the stuff Bret did was good, but not they just fucked up. Like they screwed up Bret Hart. It's unbelievable that they would screw up Bret Hart.
They could have did so many amazing things with the NWO and the Four Horsemen. They really didn't do anything with the Horsemen. They should have brought in more groups to kind of like faction against each other. I mean, they definitely, they lumped too many of the stars into NWO.
Well, that's why they should have brought. You're right.
It got stale towards the end.
You're right. They should have brought more groups in to fight the NWO because they should have realized, well, okay, we don't just have one star that we need to find a bunch of people to fight. We have the NWO, so we need to create like new factions all the time that can take on the NWO for this gang warfare. And they did do that a little bit. And then they ended up, splitting the NWO to do that. But they should have done even more of it, if they could have. But
exactly.
I don't know. It would have it might have gotten stale, but they should have just kept doing it. Like you said, they should have done, hey, what about the NWO versus the Four Horsemen? What about the NWO versus the original WCWs? Or what about the NWO versus, the...
I mean, you're telling me creative couldn't have thought up different fucking factions and different combinations or whatever. I mean...
They could have had the Hart Foundation.
The biggest drop-off was the ECW thing, though. I'm telling you, McMahon wanted to totally destroy ECW and WCW. He did a great job. Imagine what they could have done if... they did that invasion storyline right. That was the biggest fucking... I know this is a little bit random and separate from Sid, but, I just... How everything was so hot back then, like after, McMahon bought WCW and then ECW came in, they bought the library, all that. It's just the biggest missed opportunity in wrestling history that, McMahon could have done what's best for business and actually, creatively booked it right with ECW and WCW anyway.
Well, because he had a problem though, because so many people, couldn't wrestle because they were under those non-compete, they couldn't wrestle to keep their contract, right? So they couldn't use all these names, and so I think that probably what Vince to me the botch is this. The botch is that maybe Vince could have waited until all those contracts came up and then done it. But is that too late? But then is it too late? So what do you do? Because all they had was the remnants of whatever WCW was, like Booker T and some other people like that. But they didn't have the Ric Flairs and, Hogan and all these other people. They all had to sit home for a year or two so they could get paid. Because if they didn't sit home, they lose their $6 million contract. So
I looked at that Buff match with Booker T back in the day, and I know creative in the back, WWE, they had just totally shat on it as far as it was a bad match. They weren't ready. They didn't wrestle well, but I really liked the match, and I was a big Buff fan. I mean, also, you're telling me they couldn't have brought in Sting at that point?
They couldn't.
They couldn't.
Because Sting, I believe Sting's contract was for 1, 2, or 3 more years or some shit like that. And then Sting turned them down. I'm pretty sure Sting turned them down at some point. If anybody knows, I mean, I've heard it before, and basically it came down to he felt they wouldn't use him right.
Right. And also, I guess, like, Steve was like really religious at that point in his life, and he was seeing the direction WWE was in and whatever.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my God, my kids are gonna see me on TV with like these women getting naked in pools and whatever." Yeah, no, he was like, they're in hot tubs, like having bra and panties matches. He wasn't liking that. So yeah, so you add up everything. First of all, he gets paid more money to stay home. Second of all, the sex stuff, and he's religious. And third of all, he thought they wouldn't use him right. So that was the biggest thing. He, from what I remember, he said the biggest thing was, I felt they wouldn't use me right. So he went to TNA, and TNA did some weird shit too. And it didn't bother him.
But I think if you didn't bring in Sting when Sting was available, and technically, listen, like maybe you could have cut him a deal. If you don't get Sting in and you do a WCW invasion when he's probably available, it's like. And then you let go of Buff and all these other, Chuck Palumbo, all of them. It's just, it was never meant to be. But I mean, obviously Vince never wanted to work. But Yeah. Just lost opportunities. I just always like to talk about this shit because it's good to recollect.
If there were no such things as those contracts and whatever else, like, oh my God, imagine.
You think it would have been different? Yeah.
Yeah, imagine Sting, Hogan, and Ric Flair and just everyone, and they did this real invasion. That would have been huge. Dude, imagine Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Sting, all crashing into WWE against The Rock, Stone Cold, Chris Jericho, The Undertaker. Like, holy shit, dude, that would have been insane. It felt
everything was so hot then, man.
It felt underwhelming. Stone Cold was beating up like Chuck Palumbo, like you said. It didn't feel like it felt like, hey, look, WCW lost technically, and now they're showing up with like, their lower fucking mid-tier people that lost to fight your biggest stars ever, and it felt fucking lopsided from the get-go. That's why they had to make Stone Cold join them, for Christ's sake, because like they didn't know they had nobody else. It's crazy.
All right, well, thanks, Joe. I really appreciate it. R.I.P. to Sid, and we'll talk soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Good call. Thank you, bro. Good to hear from you, my fellow Massachusetts sex beast. Thanks for the call, bro.
I've been doing wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Raw was awesome tonight, 10/10ths better than that gay UPPV in the UK with the goat-faced troll B+ player Daniel Bryan winning. Batista should have won at Mania 30, not that overrated goat-faced troll.
Whoa.
Where is the criminal Welsh?
I don't know where the criminal Welsh is, Randy Viper. But thank you, Randy Viper, for the $3. I don't know if we're going to get to the goal tonight, but I appreciate you guys being here. Monday Night Raw. What'd you think?
Come on out, you rapist!
Jennifer Muppet Baby has become a member 35 months in a row. 35 months in a row. Holy shit. Jennifer Muppet Baby, thank you. I gave Raw 6 out of 10 tonight. I think it was lacking in some ways, and other things were really cool. If you put some of the highlights together, it was pretty good.
Super chat party.
Latest post JC only 6 seconds about Sid, please show.
Guys, you got to go to Botch Club on Instagram because we're talking about daily videos. They're unbelievable. They're amazing.
Hello.
And they'll make you happy, trust me. 440, hello.
What up, Joe? This is Pesci.
Joe Pesci, what's up?
What up, brother? Yeah, thanks for sending me. Sorry for all the confusion you sent in that Discord link out and shit. I thought you did this through Discord. I didn't realize you had a call-in number.
No, I got both. I really got both. I just put the Discord in there too, but now you can call tonight because there's no one else around, so I'll do it solo. Is that why they call you Joe Pesci, because you sound like Joe Pesci?
Yeah, I'll tell you a quick secret how I found who you were. I used to do a podcast with Bolin.
Yeah, Bolin. Yeah, I remember that.
Once upon a time. Like a couple of years back, and I only did one show with the guy, but that's how I found out who you were, and I always meant to stop in, and I guess I just never did until now.
That's funny. Yeah, Bolin. I think everyone's done one with Bolin. Then he tells everybody that they're a piece of shit, and then you never hear from him again.
Well, no, the problem is he wanted me to. He tried to pick my old friends, meaning he would say, "Oh, you follow Joe Cronin. If you want to be on my show, you can't follow Joe Cronin. You got to block him. Take pictures and show me you blocked him." That's where I got my Joe Pesci nickname, was on his show.
Wow.
I never called myself Pesci before until I was on there.
Well, I love calling you Pesci. You sound fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, what a weird.
He's a far lefty. He's a crazy psycho. We did some great shows, though. We did clip shows where I'd show him clips of Republicans talking about, whatever, and he would have to react to them. And you know how much he fucking hates the right.
Yeah,
so that turned into comedy.
He's crazy. I don't know. He really fucking. I mean, imagine that telling the grown man, like, "Hey, you gotta go block this guy." Like, I never.
That's what I said. I was like, I got 2 prison numbers, boss. I I'm a grown man. I'm not about to go block another man because you don't get along with the guy. You know what I mean?
Quite honestly, we don't really even, I don't even really have a problem with him, really. The only thing that ever happened is...
I loved him. We always got along. He tried to just...
Yeah.
Dude, he tries to run the situation.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that part. He did lie. He told people that I took money from my listeners to buy front row seats. That was the only thing I ever had a problem with. I was like, bro, the WWE gave me the seats. I've got the tickets. They literally say comp on them and $0. I mean, like, I've got like...
Here's the one good thing Bowen's good at. If you don't get along with him, of course, he was John Cena's heel manager at one time. He is good at cutting fake promos.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning, he'll cut a promo and make you seem like you were fucking Adolf Hitler.
Right.
And he was the goddamn victim or some shit.
I love it. I love him, though. He's a psycho and and whatever, but, like, I really don't have...
Yeah, I love Bowling. That's what I said. I would have never been on YouTube if it wasn't for Kenny. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Bowling. He might hate me because of who my friends are, but I can't let a grown-up pick who choose who I'm with.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of weird, but yeah. What's up, man? What's going on tonight?
But yeah, one of the things I had a couple comments I wanted to say about Raw. You know what's funny was, so they had these little graphs where it kind of gives you like the rundown of Raw from prior years. I don't know if it's a dirt thing or whatever. And if you really look at prior years right after SummerSlam, this is like a repetitive thing they do. Here's the sad part about tonight. You have Drew and CM Punk up there, and every time when they're out there, this should be the main event of what's going on right now. And it's almost like they don't treat it like the main event, almost like it seems like the secondary thing.
Yeah, and I was saying that earlier. I was like, why didn't that close the night? Because that would have left me hyped for the next thing. The Howdy stuff was more of that, the same, that could have been the middle of the night, and Punk should have closed it with Drew.
And they would never do this. Here, and this is like a nitpick or whatever. This is how I would run it. If I'm running WWE, the first thing I'm doing is we don't have two rosters. We have one. So if the Bloodline and Judgment Day are the hottest things, then yeah, we're going to see you on SmackDown and on Raw. You know what I mean? Because what happens is they run out of ideas and then they force shit. And sometimes when you force shit, you might hurt a wrestler's fucking build along the way.
Right.
So I'd have Bloodline on Raw. I'd have them on SmackDown. But I'll tell you what Raw's doing right now. And this is just from an outside, looking in. It's been hard to watch Raw. Like, I'll just have it on in the background or whatever. Always listen to the reviews, though. So I know what the hell's going on. But I know they're getting ready for Netflix. There is a small chance that every fucking idea that they got, in their heads is prepared for that. So everything we're seeing now is like forced filler. That's why I hate the split rosters. It's like, yeah, I'm glad Gunther's champion, but the flat out truth is this. He should have never lost to Sammy. Okay? Did we ever forget that some of the best champions ever were the ones that didn't lose on their way to becoming the heavyweight champion, like Ultimate Warrior, shit like that? I thought it was bad, bad for them to have Gunther lose, knowing they were going to give him the world title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's the Sami Zayn thing. I think the King of the Ring could have meant more if he was undefeated. And shit, I could be wrong. But I would have never had him lose to Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn, I'm not saying was on the decline, but he wasn't what he was when he was with the Bloodline. The facts are, Sami Zayn's a heel. In my book, I think he's a funnier heel, more entertaining when it comes to television.
I'm just surprised, like you said, that Bronson won afterwards, but why did he lose? Or Braun Breaker rather. Why did he lose originally? And why did Bronson? It's just it's weird.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like they forgot or they didn't know what they were gonna do, and then they decided later. It's like, but the guy had already lost.
And Sammy, I'm sorry to say this. As soon as he started bringing the wife and shit and the kid out, I started not liking you. I actually was really into Sami Zayn during the I'm like, okay, this he's at least getting it. And they used to always talk about that. This guy knows how to be entertaining. Remember Kevin Owens said, yeah, he's always being held down and shit, and this guy has it. And they were doing great with the Bloodline, and I understand it had to end. But it just, I think it was wrong timing because Sami Zayn, the heel, is what the storyline they should have went after because he was fucking doing his thing.
And here's the other thing. Why don't they, Joe Pesci, we got to get you to yell at my wife one night and tell her you're going to bash her head in or something.
Well, that's why I was trying to figure out how to join your Discord. I was like, what, I got to join your Patreon or something? I want to get on a panel one night.
Yeah.
I can bring some shit to the table.
Oh, yeah.
But,
we'll get you on.
What's funny is, can I ask you one AEW question? I know it's for all night.
Yeah.
But I got to bring up something with AEW.
That's fine.
So, I love how this is, like, Tony always acts like everything's fine. Dave Meltzer acts like everything's fine. I like how Okada, who, when you see him come out, you obviously know this guy has it. And he's just being used so terrible. They have this guy Okada in the fucking gimmick match. It's not even an interesting match. It's like such a stupid match, actually.
Dude,
and
they've destroyed him.
Face with Orange Cassidy. This is their WrestleMania. You have Okada. This should have been like Andre the Giant versus Macho Man or something. Okada at Wembley this year with a belt. You got him in the gimmick match, and you brought Ricochet in it, and you had Christian Cage win it?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
What the fuck, bro? You are dead right. And I said this a couple weeks ago about Okada. It was like, what are they doing with him? He's like a joke or something? This guy is the fucking Rainmaker. This guy has like this fucking mystique to him. Why didn't they go with this mystique and it's amazing and it's rarity to see him wrestle and all these other things? Why isn't he in the opening match of the night?
And the crowd's cheering him.
Yeah.
They're cheering him. If you want to put the Bucks around him, that's fine. Have them be the two guys that get their ass kicked. But the Young Bucks as champions, unfortunately, because of how Tony has booked them or how they've booked themselves, you guys don't look like wrestlers anymore. My bad. I liked you guys in the beginning. Don't get me wrong. I'm not Young Buck haters. But, dude, they're fucking shit up. They had that match yesterday. Them versus FTR used to mean something. You remember when people were like, oh, man, can't wait for that. For the people who can't wait for those type of things. That's all they wanted. And yesterday, they just forced them together. You know what I mean?
Why?
And that's kind of what Raw did. Raw's forcing shit right now because I think they're waiting for the next pay-per-view, and they're waiting for Netflix.
Well, they are cruising to Netflix. That's no doubt about it. I don't know if it's going to be The Rock or whatever they do. But can you imagine if The Rock is going to show up the first night on Netflix against somebody or something crazy like that? What the number is? And I'm serious about this. Putting it on Netflix, dude, there's like 300 million people watching Netflix. There's only like 3 to 4 million people at a time ever flipping through USA Network. So there's going to be like 30 million people that flip through Raw when it's on Netflix, and that is going to be like maybe the biggest Raw number ever or one of the biggest Raw numbers since the late 90s. It's going to be something crazy. I'm imagining.
I can see Brock Lesnar coming back for that.
Okay, yeah.
But that's just where I'm at on the whole Raw thing. It feels like they're forcing shit. The split rosters, they're always going to bump heads with that. You know what I mean? Because Gunther should be more over than he is. And, for instance, Chad Gable and fucking Uncle Howdy in the main event. This should have been it's Raw's 3 hours. This should have been your top of the hour, 9 o'clock, whatever, 10:30 match.
Yep.
This shouldn't have been this shows you where their focus is at.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And I'm not even shitting on the Wyatt at 6, but you got a lot of shit that's hot in your company right now. Like you said, the Drew thing and the Punk, that's the main event shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Drew button heads right now, that's your main event shit. Does the Bloodline shit show up? Yeah, no, it shows up. Now that Roman's back. They got some cleaning up to do. I don't know what you do with Cody right now. It's not that he's bad. They just, it's the problem some of those champions run into. They just don't have the next idea. And now everybody's cheering Roman. Then it's only a matter of time before they're going to want to put gold back on him.
Yeah, they really should have closed with Drew and Punk, and they should have made it epic and crazy. And it was good, but it could have been better. And then Howdy could have been in the middle, and it would have made Raw better. But I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, but I don't know. But Joe Pesci, I'll let you go, man. Anything, where can we, like, are you gonna call up again, right? Like, you got.
Yeah. I'm gonna do when you have like an open panel night. I'll try to get in. You just tell me what I have to do.
All right. All you got to do is call up, and the first thing you say is, "I'll bash someone's head in" or something. I don't know.
All right, perfect. Well, I appreciate you having me on, Cronin. I always knew I'd get on one day.
Oh yeah, we'll get you on forever, man. I loved it. I love your call. I love your rant. I love you, and fucking, we'll take you on next time for sure. Joe Pesci, baby. Joe Pesci. I don't know where you can hear him. I probably should have said that. I see people plugging something about a power hour or something. I don't know. But Pesci's great. I could listen to Pesci all day ranting about this shit. You know? Good shit, Pesci. You know what I mean? Bolin doesn't know what he's missing, that fucking idiot.
Super chat party.
When you nut early and act psycho, Sid must see JC Entai.
Botch Club. The current Botch Club, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace, Psycho Sid. Check this out.
This match has yet to get underway officially. This match has yet to get underway officially.
When you early and she keeps sucking.
This match has yet to get underway officially.
You guys got to see Botch Club. He has so many posts. It's amazing. A big tribute to Psycho Sid right now. Go give it a look, ladies and gentlemen. You will enjoy the Botch Club on Instagram and their Psycho Sid tribute that's going on. Guys, please click the like button and stick the thumb up my ass if you guys can. Click that like button and jam it all the way up there. And now, really quickly, we take 2 seconds to gather ourselves as we talk about Monday Night Raw. Guys, hit that like button and make sure you guys vote on what you thought of Raw tonight. And let's listen to a little bit more Sid real quick here.
If there's any questions for Sid, put your hands up. We've got people.
Obviously, the most cringing video on YouTube that you have to watch, but you don't want to watch. But this is one of those things you have to see.
Man, these people suck.
When you broke your leg, jumping from the top rope. So I just want to know, from that time, did you ever try that move before or anything? And then what was going on in your head afterwards? Because it was, cataclysmic. So
the thing was, WCW was within months of folding. They give a guy who maybe might turn out to be maybe one of the dumbest people in the world, Johnny Laurinaitis. They gave him like a one-day position to be like the booker, the guy that came up with ideas. So he thought, with Scott Steiner, if you watched him, if he took a high boot in the corner, he took it really well. It looked like it could, and he really did run his face into your foot really hard. So Johnny says, we're going to do something really crazy. We're going to get you to jump off the second rope and give Scott a high knee. Now, the deal was, I was still recovering from total shoulder surgery. I couldn't really support myself. And I told him I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Well, he tells me, we've already got it written down. It's already in the back. We can't get out of it. So 2 or 3 different times I came to him through the day and said, I just don't feel comfortable with that. And so they just wouldn't bend. And so what happened when I jumped, if you notice, Scott he stopped coming in. When he stopped, I'm not going to hang up there for very long. So I had to make a decision. I'm going to land on my left leg, and I'm going to give him a knee to the head. And what happened, what I feel like, I've never watched the video, I think I came down at an angle. And when I came at that angle, it was just enough to snap that part of the leg. And I've never seen the video.
Wow, man. I mean, I wouldn't have watched it either because dude, it was like horrific. You'd be like, why would you ever watch that? I wouldn't watch it if I was him. It's like, bro, I lived it. It was awful. Like, I don't want to live that. So, I could see why he didn't want to relive that. I wouldn't want to relive it either. But, man, it's so sad that, like, every question, and this is because this was done a year ago. I think this was uploaded a year ago. I don't know if the real interview's from a year ago. But it's like, Yeah, I think it was. Oh, it was from 2019. So that was 2019 interview. And yeah, it's just like that's the way of the world now. All the younger people see is Sid breaking his leg, you know, hey, we're live, pal, and I have half the brains that you do. And, you know, the Hulk Hogan stuff doesn't really, it gets buried. You don't really hear, it's too bad that he didn't get asked more about some of the other stuff that he did, because those they're just so famous on the internet and on YouTube at this point that it's what he's remembered for. Like for a lot of younger people, if you're under 35 years old, or even if you're under 38 years old, I feel like you just don't remember him for the other stuff. You remember him for all these YouTube, you know, viral type of things that you didn't see necessarily when you were little, but you saw it at some point on the internet, you know? Whereas if you're about maybe 39 years old, 38 years old and older, you're 40, 50, 60, you know, you remember that stuff, but you also remember some of the stuff he did, you know, that wasn't that, because you were watching at the time live, you know, so you know, but I can understand. I totally do. It's just for him, he must have been, you know, the last 10 years of Sid's life, you know, it must have been reoccurring like questions about oh my God, your broken leg, and oh my God, half the brains that you do, that was funny, or, you know, oh, we're live, pal, you know, like the poor guy probably, that may be part of the reason why, like, he's sometimes just like, oh, I'm gonna stick to myself, because, you know, you just have to keep reliving. It's like a band that has 3 hits and you got to keep playing the same 3 hits, and you're like, hey guys, we got 100 other songs, you know, but it's like, yeah, but this is what they know, you know, this is what they want to talk about. I get it, you know. It happens. Oh man, shout out to Pesci though, man. We're gonna call him the Pester here. I know I didn't think I was gonna be on tonight, but
You left WWF in '97 and then you went to WCW. You were the Millennium.
he got paid by WCW though, man. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was a big. That was a big part of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know why, but that was.
Bug the other day. I ordered a sandwich from this place, and I opened up the sandwich, and I think it's a bug, but the guy that I showed it to thinks it's a mouse turd, but I swear to God it's a bug, and I was like, it's like a fruit fly or something. I think he was gaslighting me by telling me it was a mouse shit, but I stopped eating it after that, you know.
Well, I mean, sometimes you're hungry enough. You know what I'm saying?
I was starving, dude. I bailed. I actually got full off of one sandwich because they put celery in it, and so that made my stomach all fucked up from the celery, and they weren't supposed to put celery on it, so that's 2 strikes. But because of that, I was so full that I was like, okay, and I didn't eat anymore. So, but
Oh yeah, no 3rd strike. They didn't strike out.
well, maybe they did, because yeah, there was tomatoes and celery, and that gives me heartburn. So I was like, yeah, no celery or tomatoes, just give me the cheese and tuna, and that's it. And then there's lettuce on it, and I go, oh fuck it, I'll eat it anyway. I'll just eat it. And then I happened to see it. Oh, Jesse, you are sexy, bro. I'm gonna jerk off. I am gonna jerk off to you.
Shit!
Look at you. Oh my God, you're cute.
You guys keep trying to make me laugh.
Jesse, baby, are you hairless, Jesse? You look like a naked mole rat a little bit, but like a buff one.
What the fuck? I don't even know if I know what that looks like, but I hope that, dude, that's accurate. Fuck that. Fuck you.
It's a compliment, dude. If you see Kim Possible, there's a naked mole rat.
Man said you look like Rufus.
There's different Rufuses. Always a Rufus.
Dude, Rufus had to be an albino naked mole rat because that's like a pretty African American name, right?
Dude, the only one Rufus you can think of is like the first mission in the game Drive. I don't know why.
Did Kim Possible have any black characters?
You found out you could do. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry, we meant to show you that a long time ago.
The same size.
Or like unpredictability, like just the unpredictable state, something like that. Or like Florida, unpredictable. That's the license plate. Because you really don't know. And
Florida.
And bro,
we're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Baltimore.
Dude, you can drive, if you drive 50 miles through Florida, you'll drive through multiple different counties where it's like one place you're like in jail for doing something and another place you're praised for it. And it like, that's why I think Florida is so confusing. At any moment, you don't know what's good and what's not. You know, it's just, it's all over the place. And there's a mix of all kinds of people there. All I can say is this. I think that my being naive helps. Like when I was down there for WrestleMania and when I've been down there in the past for other things, and I'm talking about 2003, I was in Fort Lauderdale. 2005, I was in, I think West Palm Bay or West Palm Beach, whichever the shithole is. I've been in Orlando a couple of times, and I was in Orlando for WrestleMania, and I was out late at night in a bad part of Orlando, and I was told it was a bad part by multiple people who were like, "Oh my God, you shouldn't have been out there. What the fuck were you doing?"
Yeah.
And so like,
Orlando, also the guy that jumped Joe later that night. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, no, nobody jumped me though, but like, and here's the thing. I was definitely in the ghetto, and I got treated really well by a lot of black people. I'm talking about,
whoa!
I don't think there was any white people there. I didn't see a white person in the places I was at. 2 times. The Waffle House and outside in the parking lot at the convenience store when I was at the convenience store. I mean, I ran into a lot of people. And at one point I said to myself, I went, wait a minute. Where's the white people? Like, and I literally thought that. I went, what the am I in the ghetto? Like, what is this? Where are the white people? And there was like no white people. But like we were staying right around the corner. So it's not like I'm like, well, I'm already here. There's just no white people in this place whatsoever, anywhere. And I started noticing that it was ghetto-y around like the area. And I was like, oh, okay. But you know what? I didn't know where I was. So I was like, whatever. So I'm in the Waffle House, and like I've told this story, so I'm not gonna go into it. But the bottom line is, yeah, these dudes are just like people were talking to me in the Waffle House. I was talking to them. We were laughing our asses off. I was making crazy jokes. I made self-deprecating jokes. I made jokes about, like, I'm the only white guy here. I'm like, so I'm a fucking maniac. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, things like that. Dude, like, it was really funny.
Yeah. In 2016, a bunch of dudes and I, for a bachelor party, went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed in a suburb of New Orleans, and it was just, like, all black people. And there was probably, like, 14 of us, and we walked to a local bakery because we were like, oh, let's go get some lunch there. And just group of 14 dudes walking through like an all black neighborhood, all white guys in our like suburban 30s or whatever. And the store owner was like, oh, you guys here visiting? And they're like, we were like, yeah, of course, for a bachelor party. And they're like, yeah, we could tell.
Yeah,
and,
we can tell we're fucking pasty as shit.
Yeah, they were all really nice. So
Yeah.
we decided not to burn down the neighborhood.
Oh my God! What the
I'm just
fuck?
kidding.
No,
it was very
we left
fun.
our hoods at home.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I told these guys, I was like, I was making crazy jokes, dude. I was like, yeah, at least it's night out. You know what I mean? They were like, man, because one of the guys was like, man, yeah, you crazy? Like the only white boy in this whole fucking, like, no white boys ever come in this place. I'm like, really? I'm like, well, I'm from Boston, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I don't know. I don't even
Yeah.
whatever. And he goes, yeah, man. He's like, fuck it though, man. He's like, you're cool. And I was like, all right.
Nice.
And then I go, dude, well, speaking of being white, something, I don't remember exactly how I said this, but I go, speaking of being white, it's dark right now. It's late out. But tomorrow I'm going to be out all day in the sun. And I'm like, my pasty white ass is going to turn red. I was like, you know where I can get some suntan lotion so I don't go from Casper the Friendly Ghost to Casper the Red Devil fuck? Like, something like that. And bro, this guy was dying. And he was making phone calls to like his friends, like, "Yo, you gotta get down here, and this white boy's fucking crazy." Like, and it was I was like an animal in like I was like an African animal, and they were like white people driving by in cars. Like they were like, "Look at this fucking weird, rare sighting of a dumb white guy." It was so funny. No, they were just really nice though. It was cool. And I love that play. I was like, but people were like, "Oh my God, get out of there." People were telling me on my like Twitter and stuff like that, because I was like, "Hey, if anybody's around, I'm at this Waffle House in Orlando, and here's where I am." And I was like, "I'm fucking around all night." And anybody around, like, "What's up?" And people were like, "Get out of there!" Like, "Get the fuck out!" I'm like, "I'm already here." Like, what? Fuck it. I don't know. These people seem nice. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a Waffle House.
They already took my wallet.
Yeah, they already killed me. Oh, by the way, I killed him. No, it was fine. I just said, I was just like, yeah, this is like my neighborhood in Germantown in Quincy. I was like, this is the same thing. Like, this is no different. I'm not afraid of people, like, because they said the same thing. It was funny, but it was just funny, like people like, get out of there, and it's like when you don't know where you are, you don't give a shit. They're like, you don't understand. This is like the murder capita of the fucking state. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll.
Yeah, we got one.
You should have told all your people, like, yeah, man, I joined this gang, you know, like,
yeah,
like I got jumped in, you know, I caught a body already, like I think I'm gonna move down here.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna stay down here because I just got inducted into this gang. Oh yeah, what's the name of the gang?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Joe. Saying you got inducted into a gang like it's the fucking Hall of Fame is the craziest shit I've ever heard. That is
the whitest thing I've ever heard.
Shit. That is fucking insane, bro. Shit.
Sith Negan says AOC and like I told you earlier, AOC and Omar would be far worse candidates than Kamala. Probably, yeah, because they're part of the people that are controlling Kamala to do the things they want. So if one of them was in charge, then it would just be right out of the fucking horse's mouth. But I don't know. But they all seem pretty bad to me. Oh my God, look at this luscious white meat. Look at this guy. Man, nothing says neo-Nazi like that. Those pecs. Let me tell you.
Man, you know what? I want to say, like, I am starting to notice a very, like, scary trend with our politics where, like, when women come out in politics, at first they're, like, loved and adored, like AOC, Elizabeth Warren. Everybody's like, oh, man, they would make great candidates. And then it's like over time, it's like, yeah, they're just fucking scumbags. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. And I'm like, how do we get here? Do we just, I guess, keep putting a mic in front of them and just let them tell us how dumb they are? Like, how do we keep having this, like, reoccurring thing? Well, it even happened with Hillary. Like, everybody loved Hillary in the early 2000s.
I love Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat, and I loved her. And then they forced her out, and now she's kind of like an independent a little bit. So,
yeah, they basically made her like a non-factor essentially.
Yeah, but she still sounds good to me. I never think she sounds bad. And Hillary, I'd rather have Hillary because even though Hillary's crazy too and has agendas and she's some kind of a psycho too as well, and a dark sicko in another way. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's just because she's experienced. Because, like, even when I have these conversations with people, we still cannot imagine Kamala Harris like in the World Economic Forum, like speaking diplomatically to like Vladimir Putin. Like, how the fuck is that going to work? Talking to Kim Jong-un, like
Joe Biden didn't do much better. Listen, Hillary Clinton would be better than Kamala or Joe Biden. She would be. She'd be better than the two of them. Because as dastardly and weird as she is, she would be a stronger leader, I think, than those two. Than both of them. She just would be. And then I think Tulsi would be a stronger leader than most of these people too. But people don't like her for whatever reason. So I don't know. What.
Yeah, like even with Tulsi, like they're trying to shift that narrative on her. Like at first, when she first got onto the scene, I guess like in a major way, it's like, oh man, this this like war veteran, and she's so amazing and so special, and she's such a good speaker. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like, where is she coming from with these extremely leftist ideals? And you know, she's a fucking communist and all this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just starting to become a little bit more involved in the political sphere and I'm just seeing the bullshit or what.
Oh, you're seeing it, baby. We are live on a Monday night. And, of course, we're celebrating Sid's life, man. It's sad, but we're celebrating Sid's life. I guess. I don't know. We're trying to remember it as best we can. I just got a lot of memories, man. That shit was rough to watch. That hit me. 40-year-old my ass, it hit me.
And look at his look! How he looks!
Look at his look.
Look at his look, how he looks. Look at his look, he looks like a crook. Look at him, look like he look. Look at his look, that he looks. Look what he looks like a crook. I'm coming for you, crook in the nook. I'm coming for you, I look like a crook. And look at his look!
Look at his look!
How he looks! Look at his look, how he looks. Look at his look, how he looks. Look, he looks. Look at his look, how he looks. Look at his look, you get shook. Look at his look, you getting shook. Look at his look, how he looks. Look at his look, he looks like a crook. Look at his look, you getting kind of shook. Look at his look, how he looks. Look at his look, you get shook.
Shout out Brain Austin brother, also genuine thank you for JCS honest reviews, because 90% of the IWC are corporate suck-ups.
Everybody wants a job, man. And I probably could have gotten one. But I can't lie to you. I'm just, you know.
$9 for a fuck.
Thank you, Brother Nero. I love you, Brother Nero.
I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting.
Here comes Joe Pesci.
And I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
THX for taking my call. See you soon, brother.
Yo, Joe Pesci, we got to get you on more, man. There's no doubt about it that we have to have you on more, Joe Pesci. We love you. Good call, by the way. Really good call. Fun time. Fuck, I love Joe Pesci. What a great call. Dude, look at what we've been missing out on. All these times we haven't had Joe Pesci on. So, shout out to Joe Pesci. Phenomenal call.
Party.
Of Tulsi endorsed Trump poll.
Tulsi Gabbard endorsed Trump. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I love Tulsi. I loved Tulsi when she was a Democrat, because I was a Democrat voting for a Democrat who was Tulsi. And they screwed her. They screwed Bernie Sanders. And now I love Tulsi. And I've loved her for a long time. And Pete Buttigieg lied about Tulsi Gabbard, and she made him look like a shithead. Kamala Harris lied about Tulsi Gabbard, and she made her look like a shithead. Basically ended her career. And then they forced Tulsi out of doing anything because they all rigged it against her because she spoke up against Kamala. Even though she wrecked her and exposed her, Tulsi was the one that took the hit because the corporations knew. You know? So, pretty effed up, you know? I just wish Sid had got more adulation and more admiration from so many. It's so sad that people don't get. I wish that people got a moment like this, in their real lives before they died. It's almost like we need to invent something called like the celebration or something like that. You know what I mean? Where, I don't know, like when somebody turns 40 years old, or when someone turns 30 or 40 or whatever, maybe when they turn 40, I don't know, or maybe just like they get nominated for something and they call it like celebration of accomplishment thing that happened. I don't know. They do stuff like that, but you know what I mean? Where like the whole wrestling world would have said, hey man, this guy was the balls, like let's shout him out, and everybody shouted out somebody for whatever. Even if it was like just some random guy on your Facebook, you're like, I'm calling for a celebration of, it's, I don't know, something like that. It was some kind of thing, that we don't really have something like that. It just feels like too late.
Time for a Bolin, Pesci and Cronin reunion show.
That would be crazy. The Ghost. That's not. Is that the Ghost from the Coast, or no? This is a different Ghost. This is the Ghost, not the Ghost from the Coast. It's the Ghost. It's a different Ghost. Thank you, Ghost. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't believe that will ever happen, but I think I don't know what Bolin thinks. I know that he told Jim Cornette, like, Cornette never liked me again after what happened with Bolin. I don't really know what I did exactly, but I don't know. We had I thought we had a really good podcast with him. And then I had some good ones with Kenny Bolin, so it's always a good time for me, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Imagine that, Bolin, Pesci, and me on a call. Be fucking chaotic, bro. Be chaotic. It'd be wild. I'd like it. Put it that way. I'd love it. I don't think we're going to hit the goal tonight, guys, as we get ready to close, but because the goal, I think we screwed it up. I think by having the wheel decide the goal amount tonight, we screwed up, guys, big time. I fucked up, I got to be honest, because I said, I would have picked like $10 or $20 to be the goal. You know what I mean? And I know that we made $2,000 the other night, but I would have picked $10 to be the goal tonight, and we would have hit it. We would have hit it. But I promised to do the wheel gimmick tonight, and I chose to spin the wheel, and it was $100, and I think we blew it. So my bad. This will be the first night we don't make goal in 2 weeks. We had goals of 10, 30, 40, 10, 15, whatever. But tonight it was 100, and that was... Go figure, on the night that you make the goal 100, you don't make the goal. But on the 7 other nights that you made the goal $20 and $10, you blew it away by hundreds of dollars. Go figure. But that's how it works, like that's how it works. So I don't think we're gonna make the goal. So, hey man, we tried, and the wheel buried us tonight. So that kind of sucks, but it was a fun thing to do and see what would happen. But finally, after all these weeks, the goal I don't think will be reached. What did you think of Monday Night Raw? There is a poll up right now, and you guys voted 144 votes. I put it up late, or probably have 300 votes or something, but I'll take the 145 votes. 46% of you said good.
Superchat party.
It's a thumbs up overall.
I am friends with Bolin. I will work my magic.
Shout out to the Ghost. Thank you, Ghost. A different Ghost. Yeah, man, you give him a back rub. You never know what will happen. You give that man a back rub. It's been a while since I've talked to him. I might be blocked or something. I don't even know. God, some funny little goofy times, I'll tell you that, back in the day. I don't even know. Let's see. Well, I'm not blocked, but I don't think he knows.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do,
oh
to
my
fund
God.
what I believe in.
We're
to
getting close
fund
to the goal.
My godly ass.
What?
JCS Army.
Fucking Joe Pesci. No way.
Donate to me.
Oh my God. Joe Pesci, of all people. What in the world is happening?
Acknowledge me.
Wow. We're so close now to the goal.
Let's hit that goal.
Let's hit the goal. Go. I'm losing my voice. Joe Pesci, we're getting so close to the goal. Holy shit balls, man. I didn't think we were going to come anywhere near a goal tonight. Joe Pesci got us almost there. 71% to the goal. That's freaking crazy. I thought there was zero chance. We're 70% of the way there, man. What did you think of Randy Orton's promo? Did people like this? That was pretty good. Joe Pesci is a good person. I got to be honest. I'm starting to realize this. Joe Pesci is a really good person, man. And a sexy person. You know? God, man. Imagine what it would be like to be Joe Pesci on top of my wife. That could be something else. Shout out to Sith Negan. He's the top donator of the month. But look at this. Joe Pesci is going to start climbing in here. Look at this. He's just outside the number 10 spot now. Randy Viper in the 10 spot. Pitbull Blonin. Luke Rojas. Leonard Kitty Kisser. Shell is in 6th place. D. Welsh is in 5th place. Look at the Ghost from the Coast. 1,350. Z. Payne in 3rd place. 1,300. Biff Tannen in 2nd place. And Sith Negan for the month of August. This is unbelievable support from you guys. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Look at this support. Like, this is some crazy next level shit. August 2024 is going down as a big month. Crazy amounts. Everybody's on the board. Joe Pesci's almost on the board. What about that, Leah, huh?
This finna be a breeze!
You tell them, New Day. The New Day needs to do something, bro. They gotta have a feud or like break up into something or just do something, because there's a mess going on with the New Day, you know. But I got a little interested in some of the stuff they're doing, but you know.
This finna be a breeze!
Gay porn.
WWE Raw's already putting out some of the clips. Let's hear a little bit more of Randy. A little bit more.
New legacy.
It was funny when Randy was like, "Yo, thank you for singing my song. It took you guys long enough, but you finally did it." It was just just like a weird comment. I'd like to know the back. Like, was he mad people didn't sing his song? I always sang his song, dude. His song's fire. Who the fuck doesn't like Randy Orton's song? But he sounded like, I don't know. Maybe jealous of Cody Rhodes. Maybe is that a pre-plant to him being jealous or upset at Cody Rhodes? Is that why he brought that up, since they sing his song and they don't sing Randy's as much? I don't know.
I also know that I will be facing a living legend to the people in Europe. Gunther is a legend over there.
Is he?
I also know that I will be facing a man whose head is shoved so far up his own ass that he has no idea, he doesn't even realize that he'll be facing the most dangerous, decorated, controversial, yet successful wrestler that this industry has seen in almost 20 years.
The Rock.
I grew up in front of each and every one of you. I signed my WWE contract when I was 19 years old. You guys have watched me grow up. You've watched me get humbled over and over and over again and learn from my mistakes over and over and over again.
Pretty good stuff there.
Be about was the World Heavyweight Championship. That's all it ever had to be about, but Gunther wanted to make it personal.
And so like again, a pretty solid promo from Randy Orton here to set up the Gunther stuff. It's just kind of like a, we're going to have a match. That's it. That's all. So there's not a lot to it to me. There's something missing about it. It's a solid little promo, and, setting up something is all right, but there's just something missing to it all, which is fine because that's kind of what it is. They're just throwing this match together like we're going to have this match, and that's all it is. We're having a match, we have to have a match, and that's why. There's really nothing more to it, right? There's not a bigger, I broke into your family's house. There's not like I'm going to end your career, really. There's not any of that stuff. It's just I'm a veteran, you're a new up guy who's the champ, and let's have a match now. That's really all it is. And listen, you can have plenty of those. That's fine. It was all right, but it's just that's all it is. There's nothing else to it, and that's okay, I guess. Randy Orton comes out, talks on the mic. It's a whole bunch of kind of like, it feels like, I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's bad. It's not bad, but there's just not a lot to it. There's not a lot to it.
Super chat party.
Pesci, Bullen, Cronin, let's make it happen. It
Let's
will be
go.
the best podcast in all the land.
Yo, Ghost, thank you for the $9, man. I really appreciate that. And by the way, we really did hit the goal if you had the Super Chats. We did hit the goal if you had the Super Chats, so they just don't count. Super Chats just don't count for whatever reason. So if we factor in the Super Chats, bro, I think we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Let me see. Yeah. We factor in some of them. I don't know if we hit all of them, but we're pretty close on the goal, man. We're fucking $5 away. $5 away. If you guys want to Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. You can use Streamlabs. Super Chats are fine. You can do those down below too. Or you can become a member. We could use you here as always, all the time. And we're looking at the poll right now. Plenty of poll stuff going on. People think Raw was pretty good overall. I don't think people thought it was awesome or blew their minds, but people, for the most part, are being good to it, saying it's good. It's a good show. I would, in nice pink sneakers, Punk, by the way. I would have booked CM Punk to finish off the night with Drew. I don't know why that didn't happen. I might have opened the night with. I like the way it opened. I think that Rhea and the Dom stuff and all that opening was fine. That's okay with me. But I definitely would have set up Uncle Howdy and Gable at the 10 p.m. spot. You know what I mean? Give you I want to see Uncle Howdy wrestle 10 p.m. Then it could have been CM Punk, promo or whatever was going to go on, or Drew McIntyre promo at 10:50 or 10:45 or whatever it was going to be. So I really would have closed with Punk and Drew, because every time that you finish seeing them, you're like, damn, I want to see what's next, or I want that to continue, or whatever it is, because they're captivating you and they're making you want more. So that you should go off the air with those two guys punching each other bloody, or the attacking each other, and it probably should have gone off the air with those guys fighting, maybe in chaos. Or whatever. Could have been something else. But the bottom line is, and you know what? It's too bad. I keep reading these articles that the girl or whoever made the bracelet wants to be paid for it or something because it's part of the storyline. I mean, what a greedy thing to do. You know what I mean? You turned something nice and ruined it. But you know what would be kind of cool is if they did involve the person. And if the person didn't want to be involved, I don't even know who the person is. If we've never seen this person before, they should bring in an actor or somebody. And if it is the person, they can involve them. It would be really cool if Drew was like courting that person, like Kid or whoever it is, and being like, you really love me, you're my fan, and I turned your own fan against you, Punk. They could do all kinds of crazy stuff like that. I forget. I had another idea the other day with the bracelet, and I don't remember what it was, but it was really good, and I don't remember what it was now. It wasn't quite what I just said. It was better, but fuck, I can't remember. It's driving me nuts. And oh man, I wish they did that. Whatever it was, I couldn't remember what I thought of. You know what I mean? You know?
I'm gonna leave this briefcase
Oh
right
shit, Joe
I'ma
Pesci!
leave this briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase
We got
right
the goal!
Here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase
Joe
right
freaking
here.
Pesci!
I'ma
Holy
leave
shit!
this briefcase right here. Son, run, you fat bitch.
Unbelievable.
Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fucking fat bitch. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Better run.
Never run so hard in all your damn life.
Joe freaking Pesci!
Run, you fat bitch.
Wow.
When is your next Ponol show?
Punnel show. I don't know why I read it like that. You spelled it right, didn't you? Whoa, wait a second. Hang on. Wow, wait a minute. The next best show to come on would be probably Wednesday night, Joe Pesci. Wednesday night, Joe Pesci, be probably around 10 o'clock.
$9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Brother Nero!
Let's fucking go. Spread the word. JCS and Jake always know their shit.
Hell yeah, baby. Shout out to Jake DeMarco for joining me on the AEW review the other day after he passed out at his desk the night before for Monetize This. Holy shit, though, Jake was great. Shout out to Jake. We had a great time. Man, we did it, guys. We did it. I know I'm a little bit tired tonight, and I had a big day today. But I will. Guess what? Guess what? I'm going to be live tomorrow night. That's right. Tuesday night. I will be live tomorrow night for Tuesday Night Rage right here. And we'll be trying to be a little wacky. So be around for that. Poland didn't know what Superchats were. I showed him. Yeah, I bet. You got to show him how to do it. Everything. Almost everything. He didn't even know how to upload a podcast to iTunes. I had to show him how to do that. When there was a glitch, he blamed me and he got mad at me. It's crazy. I was trying to help the guy, for Christ's sake. For free. Pesci Dono bomb. Yeah, Joe Pesci dropped a bomb. Give me an orgasm for that, guys. Thank you. We got sound clips of Garguts the other day and weird one of Jake. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. We got a couple of these. We got Jake Funny. Here's one.
Sith was like, here, you're going to call me out all these times. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up. Sit down before I make you taste my dick. I mean, Sith was...
That's pretty funny.
Oh, my God.
Why?
How? Shit! I don't know why, but that was...
That's funny. That's funny. Listen to this one.
Shit!
This is Gargut's react. This was Gargut's reaction to a $2,000 donation. This is his reaction.
Shit! Oh my God!
Why?
How? Shit!
Why? How? Shit?
Oh my God!
Why?
How? Shit! I don't know.
That cracked me up, dude. That killed me. That was funny as hell. Where's the Jake one?
Sith was like, here, you're going to call me out all these times. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up. Sit down before I make you taste my dick. I mean, Sith was...
I mean, that's pretty good.
I just want to say one thing. God bless America.
God bless America. God bless America. Garguts is a regular Shakespeare. Yeah, Jake was good. I will definitely have Pesci. Listen, I'll tell you what, man. Joe Pesci calls up, I'll put him on almost any time. Joe Pesci calls the show tomorrow, he will be on. I'm telling you. I'll have the phone lines on. Somebody tweeted this out. Ed's View then retweeted it to me. Look at this. This is for Ricochet's entrance the other day. Imagine the alternate timeline where this extended to, say, Ryback instead. Dude, imagine Ryback. I don't know what Ryback's problem is. I can't tell if Ryback is actually fully injured to where he can't wrestle ever again, so that's why he's not wrestling, because he's injured, or if people legitimately don't want to book Ryback. I can't tell which one, because he's such a liar that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Ryback lying, so, you know what I mean, to cover himself and to save face, or if that he actually has a problem. I really don't know. I can't tell, and I don't think anybody could really tell you, because the guy's lied about so many things. I don't know what's going on with Ryback, if it's physical or if it's people really just don't want him. And I'm telling you, I don't know the answer. Thank you so much, Joe Pesci, man. Thank you. We got to put him on the board, man. He's the top donator of the stream. Let's put Joe Pesci up here, bro. Joe Pesci. Top dono. $30. This stream has now been forever embedded in Joe Pesci. No one wants to work with him. With who? Oh, Ryback? Yeah, so it could be that. It could be that. It could just be that that's what... I mean, that's kind of what I think it is after knowing Ryback enough that he's a fucking nutcase.
Shit bomb.
But I don't know.
We can tell Bullen stories with Pesci on the show.
Hey, man. I'm down. Not that I really want to tell Bolin stories, to be honest, but hey, man, that's what you want to do. We'll do anything. I'll hear anything. Listen, I'm gonna be live for 6 hours. So if we can fill 40 minutes of content with some of that, I'm game. All the more people to call and all the more different things to talk about, hey, let's bring it on, because I could be live for 2 hours. I could be live for 7 hours. You never know. We got to fill content. So, listen, you got a good story about somebody. I don't care how fat and crazy they are. We'll talk about it. We'll always put Joe Pesci on. He was a beast tonight. A savage beast. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to end the show here tonight with the one of the Sith Negan songs from the other night. And I want to say thank you to Joe Pesci, man. 2 weeks in a row. How did we meet the goal tonight? We spun the wheel to meet the goal, and the wheel landed on $100. We had to put the goal at $100. And we made it. I cannot believe it, man. And some of the repeat people and the big boys, they weren't here tonight. We didn't have the big boys. We didn't have Z Payne, Huge Boner. We didn't have D Welsh. We didn't have Sith Negan. We didn't have all these other big boys who were dropping bombs these past couple of weeks. We didn't have them tonight. We didn't have them. None of them were here. Ghost from the Coast, he didn't do anything. Nobody did anything. None of the big boys were here to do anything. And I was like, well, we're done. This is going to be the week. And then look what happens, bro. Some of you guys stepped up, and Joe Pesci graced us with his godly presence. And, oh my God, bro, he saved the goal. We crushed the goal because of Joe Pesci. I'm blown away by this tonight. You know what I mean? Thank you to Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Joe. We got to make a song for Joe Pesci to end the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Joe Pesci song. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get a good Joe Pesci song. Because we got to give him credit for hitting this goal tonight, because we wouldn't have done it without him. Thank you to Joe Pesci, man. I can't believe we hit it, bro. Alfredo, what's up, brother? Eddie Chaos, thank you for being a member in the chat. And guys, one of the other big things is over 1,000 episodes of podcasts on my Patreon behind the paywall. There's so much content on Patreon. It's unbelievable. If you're a $10 a month patron, you get full access to everything like Discord, all the library, all the stuff, producer stuff. You get everything. It's crazy. But even $5 a month on Patreon, guys, please think about signing up tonight. You get everything at your fucking phone. It's amazing.
Scissor me, Joe!
Oh, shit.
Tom and Nick Mysterio UB Tech Filipino Chihuahua. I hope your tongue all the way in Livermore goes shit a hole and swirl it around.
Oh my
I wanna
God.
stick my tongue in far spooky gooky vinegar remains AJ Adams. I wanna jack off with your intestines, you vinegar.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell? Good Lord. Good Lord, why did you say that? Thank you, Corporate Santos, for that $3, man. Much appreciated. Yo, let's go black screen for a little bit in the name of Joe Pesci. But in the name of Joe Pesci, let's make a song for Joe Pesci, since he, of course, is the top donation of the stream. And I will be live tomorrow night with Tuesday Night Rage. Here we go. Joseph Pesci. Top dono. We gave him the Joseph. We gave him the big long name. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Joe Pesci.
Wow.
Joe Pesci. Drop the donation, we hit the goal. He filled my soul with money and love. Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci. Thank you so much, you come guzzling. King, Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci. Thank you so much, you come guzzling. King. You think it's funny, like a clown? Well then you're going down. Caddy bullet, you missed out when you let this doggy out. Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci. Thank you so much, you come guzzling. King.
Wow.
You think it's funny, like a clown? Well then you're going down. Kenny Bullet, you missed out when you let this doggy out.
That was surprisingly good. That was surprisingly good.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at this.
Scissor me, Joe!
Joe, you are a good man. Why you don't make song for your protector corporate Santos? I will protect you from the blacks and I wanna make America black and Hispanic free again. Make a song for me, Joe. That's an order from me.
Oh. Oh. Corporate Santos. Protect me. Here you go, Corporate Santos. I got it for you, Corporate Santos. All right, here you go. Oh my God. Dark spookies go away. Oh my God. Okay, here you go. Corporate Santos, you wanted it? I mean, I normally need at least $40, you know, to like in one night to make you a song, but you know what? I feel kind of silly right now, so here you go. Corporate Santos.
I need protection from the foreigners, help me.
Oh, corporate Santos, protect me from the blacks, protect me.
Don't let the blacks get me, protect me.
Oh, corporate Santos, protect me from the blacks, protect me.
Oh my God.
Corporate Santos, protect me from the blacks, protect me.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Santos, protect me from the blacks, protect me. I need protection from the foreigners, help me.
This is good.
Oh, Corporate Santos, protect me from the blacks, protect me. Don't let the blacks get me, protect me.
Wow. Sounds like Stabbing Westward and somebody else mixed. Wow.
Protect me. Filipino Chihuahua, dark spookies go away. Oh, Corporate Santos, protect me from the blacks, protect me.
God, it's Z-Pain!
Gonna take a Superman to sweep me off my feet. I need a hero. I'm
Oh my
pulling up
God!
for a hero till the end of the night. And he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. He's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be sure, he's gotta be soon. He's gotta be larger than life, larger than life. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
Coming in late, Bubba. Raw was 6/10. I
That's
did
crazy.
enjoy.
I did enjoy. That's crazy, Z-Pain. I gave it the same rating that you gave it. Oh my God, Z-Pain coming in late to knock Joe Pesci off the top of the spot. Wow, Z-Pain. Holy shit. You talk about waiting in the back, waiting in the wings. Holy crap, bro. Z-Pain comes busting in to knock Pesci off we're making songs about Pesci and we're having a good time, and then Z-Pain comes in to blast him off the top. Wow, we got to knock Pesci off all of a sudden. I can't believe that. That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, I gave it Z-Pain, I gave it a 6 out of 10 as well. So I'm with you. I thought it was nice. I thought it was like nice. Okay, it was all right. 6 out of 10. Wow, but I had some problems, and then I liked some things. So yeah, we're on the same wavelength there, man. Holy shit, Z-Pain coming in super late to just blast off into the top one-time donation, which beats the 30 from Pesci, and launches Z-Pain to the top. Now, Pesci's still, getting credit for that 30 spot and some of those other donos, though. He dropped a lot of shit. But yeah, Z-Pain coming in late to sort of wrestle it away from him at the end. That was crazy, man. What up, Z-Pain? Good to hear from you. Yeah, I think Raw was for me, it was awesome, good, blah, bad. Raw for me was somewhere in between good and blah. It was that right dead middle spot there, if I could add that up, where I'd want to be. That's where it is, man. Yo, Ray Gunn, what's up? All the way in Australia. Bro, what is going on with Pesci tonight? Is Pesci in some circles I don't know about? Because there's been an onslaught of Pesci fans, actually his fans in the chat tonight, flipping out for Joe Pesci being here. So I got to give him credit, bro. This fucker's rallying some troops. Sweet ass, bro. Pretty crazy. So, you can't deny the support that Joe Pesci has had tonight. There's no
You donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50. You donated $50, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Mic drop on the way out scoreboard.
Oh my God! Joe Pesci! Joe Pesci just beasted over Z-Pain! We got a war going on! Oh my God!
Why?
How? Shit! You tell him, Garguts. Wow, Joe Pesci! Joe Pesci comes in with a $50 bomb! Joe Pesci's back on top already! My God, I don't believe it! Joe Pesci's back, folks! It only took him 2 seconds, but he's back on top! Z-Pain is bumped off. What is going on? You guys are nuts. What the fuck is going on? Wow. I can't believe this. Come guzzling king. Joe Pesci. King. Thank you so much, you cum guzzling king. We love you. I can't believe that. Look at this. He's back.
Candy bullet, you missed out when you left this doggy out. Joe Pesci,
Unbelievable.
Joe freaking Pesci, thank you so much, you come guzzling king.
I can't believe it.
You think it's funny?
He's back on top.
Well then you're going down. Candy bullet, you missed out when you let this doggy out. Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci, thank you so much, you come guzzling king.
Dude, that is so crazy, man. What in the hell? But listen, man. Thank you to Z Payne, Joe Pesci for going back to back against each other here. This is crazy. Look at the chat is popping, dude. Joe Pesci equals ratings. He really does. He really does equal ratings. I mean, I'm flabbergasted by this. I still think I will, like, if there's one takeaway I have from tonight, one comment, it's the one that I made when I started the show. It's the one that Joe Pesci made when he called the show, and it's the one that that just keeps resonating with me. And that's that CM Punk and Drew should have closed the night.
Pesci and Cronin equals ratings. Cue the music.
That's right, baby. We're playing it. We're playing it, Ghost. And that's that, you know, Punk and Drew, they should have gone off the air fighting or in their situation, because it really would have, you know, it really would have kicked things off, man. Thank you, Joe Pesci. You're the fucking beast, bro. You're the beast, bro. Dude, that guy Bolin is throwing up right now at the idea that you're throwing money at the show here and that you're here with me. The two of us, it's like the mega powers at this point. The guy's throwing up. Everyone's pissed. Why would you lose Joe Pesci? He's the most fucking savage he's the most savage bastard ever, bro. You get Joe Pesci and Joe Cronin together, two Joes. Everybody knows what happens when you put two Joes together. Imagine me and Joe Rogan and Joe Pesci got together, three Joes. Fucking three Joes, bro. It'd be like devastation. The whole world would explode. It'd be crazy. Dude, let's talk about Liv Morgan for a second, too. Let's be creepy for 2 seconds. Let's take a minute and be creepy. Oh, my God. Bro, you say what you want, but holy shit. I want to be dominated. Jake McHudson says, Joe, have you heard of pillow wrestling? What the fuck? What does that mean? What's pillow wrestling? Is that what I do with my wife all the time? Is that what I do with my wife? Well, I guess we're going to wrap up the show, I suppose, but listen, thank you to Z Payne for chiming in with that 6.5 out of 10. And, of course, Joe Pesci for being here and going above and beyond to take back the reins, baby. Take back the show, Joe Pesci. Liv is a snack, bro. No doubt. Let's not be too creepy, but, you know. Man. And we really did have some somber moments tonight with Psycho Sid, bro. When they played Psycho Sid's tribute in the middle of Raw or whenever it was, like, I lost it for a minute. You know, I think I was streaming, actually. I had to get up and walk away because I was, man, that hit me, dude. We talked a lot about Sid tonight, which I'm glad we did. And it's just, I don't know, bro. It's sad. It was sad. I'm fucking sad about Sid because I have lots of good memories as a kid watching wrestling, and Sid, you know, came on the scene when I was about 8 years old or so, I think, 7 or 8. So and I started watching wrestling when I was 5. It was WrestleMania 5, and then the video store only had like a couple of SummerSlams, a couple of Survivor Series, and all 5 WrestleManias, and that's like mostly all they had. So I would go back every couple of days or every week and just re-rent. I started watching WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 over and over and over again. So I was watching WrestleManias 1 through 5 and SummerSlams and everything that they had. There was only a couple, repetitively, at 5 years old. So 5 years old, 6 years old, and then I think I was 7 when SID came on the scene. I was 7 years old. So, and some of my earliest memories of wrestling are the first 5 WrestleManias, Survivor Series, the Undertaker on Saturday morning, Superstars or whatever it was, in probably like 1992, 3, maybe 91 actually. I don't remember, something like that. I mean, I must have been 7 or 8 years old. Of course, all the
shit bomb.
Oh shit, that scared the shit out of me.
Bolin raises money for the Philippines in his show.
Oh my God, he does? Oh, that's gonna piss off Corporate Santos. Corporate Santos is gonna be happy, or actually, it'd make Corporate Santos happy, wouldn't it? You never know. Big Glenn, yeah, just watched his match with him and Danny Spivey. Wow. I got to go back and watch a couple of SID matches now, and just kind of relive a little bit of the SID from when we were kids. No doubt. Anyway, that song was pretty good. Yeah, I think that Joe Pesci song is pretty good, Sir Pesci. I think AI did a good job with that one. It puts together some pretty good songs here or there. It can put together some pretty good shit now and then. And I think in this case, it put together some pretty good shit, Pesci. You fucking beast, Pesci. So that's it, man. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to take off. I'll be back tomorrow night, no doubt about it. I want to thank everybody from Joe Pesci's camp who joined in. I want to thank Z Payne. Really? That's crazy. Well, we have a lot of Filipino listeners, so that's kind of funny. A lot of Filipino listeners, a lot of Filipino crack whores that call up. So, I think that him doing that is a great thing, and we certainly have a lot of listeners that would love that. Dutch Mantel blocked Pesci, a promo he did on the Bolin. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could see that happening. Pesci's nuts. That's why we like Pesci. Fucking lay it in, Pesci. All right, boys and girls. Cronin out. I'm finally leaving, I guess. Joe Pesci is the top dog tonight. We hit the freaking goal. How cool is that? Z Payne woke up to tell us his rating. Thanks to everybody who dropped a donation tonight. Hit the like button. That was great. If you just hit the like button, I appreciate it. If you just subscribed, I appreciate that. Whatever it is, be here with us. We're live all the time. It's the Joe Cronin Show for over 12 years on YouTube. The longest running live Raw review in the world, I think. I don't think anybody else has done it live this long. Pretty cool. So thanks for being here. Shout out to the Philippines, baby. Ryback is a transgender, probably. Oh my God, brother.
Shit! Sith was like, here, you're going to call me out all these times. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up, sit down before I make you taste my dick. Sith was...
Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci, thank you so much, you come hustling, King. missed out when you let this doggy out. Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci, thank you so much. You come hustling, king. Joe Pesci, Joe Pesci, Joe freaking Pesci, thank you so much. You come hustling, king.
JCS familia. Joe Cronin. Monetize this. Elite familia. Out of nowhere. Stop. Throw down. Let's get out of nowhere. JCS familia. Exclusive. JCS. No. You don't wanna with us, homie. Trust me, you don't really wanna, homie. JCS. Out of nowhere, monetize this and throw down. It's the JCS show. Shout out to my JCS psycho. JCS. Shout out to OK Fabe, Leah, and my man Jake the Marto. JCS. No pussies allowed. We scream it and we say it proud. JCS. To my man Joe Cronin, keep it rockin', keep it rollin'. And to every hater that ever ran his mouth, you can take our middle finger, take it and jam it down south. This whole fucking community, they know what we about. So when we talking, homie, take a seat and please shut your mouth. JCS, homie, done told you. We the best. And for every piece of shit that tried to test, got laid the rest. What you thought? The man Joe Cronin go hard. Trust me, homie, we ain't worried about none of you retards. All these fat fucks wanna talk, they'll get cut. I ain't playing with your homies, fuck you faggots, and your wives are all sluts. I don't give a fuck, my nigga, come and test this. Me and the almighty Joe will eat you up for breakfast. JCS. No. You don't wanna with us, homie. Trust me, you don't really wanna, homie. JCS. Out of nowhere, monetize this and throw down big. JCS. It's the JCS show. Shout out to my JCS psycho. JCS. Shout out to OK Fabe, Leah, and my man Jake the Marto. JCS. No pussies allowed. We scream it and we say it proud. JCS. To my man Joe Cronin, keep it rockin', keep it rollin'. And to every hater that ever ran his mouth, you can take our middle finger, take it and jam it down south. This whole fucking community, they know what we about. So when we talkin', homie, take a seat and please shut your mouth. Joe Cronin, whipping the whip is the soul and hanging out the window screaming, fuck that bitch, Kenny bowling. And to any bitch wanna put dirt all on our name, listen, suck a fat dick and I hope you choke all on into my mind. Anybody want it, they can get it, yeah, just know that. Me and Joe will stick you up, say cheese, Kodak. Ride around strapped like some lunatics, roll that. And we don't give a fuck about your ass, you can quote that. JCS, no. We the best, motherfucker, who the fuck you tryna test, huh? JCS, bitch. All these punks playing checkers while we're playing chess. JCS, yeah. Fuck around, get bodied and laid out on your deck. JCS, it's SID, motherfucker, I'm a JCS vet. JCS, no. You don't want it with us, homie, trust me, you don't really want it, homie. JCS, JCS psychos. JCS. Shout out to OK, Fed, Leah, and my man, Jake the Marco. Listen, homies, I ain't playing with you suckers. Get you slipping on my dump, I hope clip on you motherfuckers. That's that. Always riding with you burners, cocksuckers. Talk on my name, I'ma show you how I'm a good. Make it that hot summer, shitting on you is a bummer. But when you see me, know it's me, hopping up the Hummer. S-style, homie, all you faggots better recognize. Or I'll come through, me and Joe, and we terrorize.